Welcome to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Tonight's game will be Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. In memorial of the passing of O.J. Simpson today, be sure to tune in for the upcoming DLC case, Turnabout Bronco. As the new defense attorney Sonny Schmachrin says, if you get the DLC, you must be set free. Coming soon from Capcom. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing here? I see Crystal was here bright and early saying meow. And Extemporaneous says, no, I am not first. Crystal is first. Crystal was first. Extemporaneous. I'm sorry. But on the plus side, that means you weren't alone in the void. And Beowulf, says to Crystal, to her meow, saying growl. But how you doing, Crystal? Extemporaneous, Beowulf. Extemporaneous says, or Beowulf says, it is written, thou art first, thou shalt wield the power of the void. Beowulf said, yes, I am not here with notifications today, got nothing to do, haha. And then says, late as per usual, yeah. Still late. There's Weedle saying, rah, saying, boo, ah. Saying, and Discord says, at this point, I don't expect Logan to stream at 7:30 anymore. Did you ever expect me to stream at 7:30? Just saying, and Quick Katie saying, howdy do, how are y'all doing? I'm doing pretty okay, I guess today. I got like nothing accomplished. I was gonna work on my taxes today. I was sitting down on the computer, and then Windows like did an update. I'm like, you know what? It always slows down, doesn't update. I'll restart it now. Really quickly do the restart install. It took 3 hours for that restart to install the update. So my taxes still aren't done. Other than that, I'm doing okay, but yeah, like I was saying, Crystal, Extemporaneous, Beowulf, Weedle, Queen Katie, how are y'all doing? Let's go ahead and load up the game. Oh, actually, before we do, we should probably go into, actually, I think I gotta go to the game selection for options. I can't remember if I think I set Apollo's costume back to the default because he needs, yeah, oh no, he's still street clothes. We gotta go to default though, just for consistency, because I don't know if he shows up with his cape. We gotta make sure we're consistent. So let's go ahead and load the game then. I don't think we've ever loaded it from this menu. All right, so where we last left off, I think we had met Yuri Cosmos, and we were about to investigate, and if I recall, Athena was scheming some way to swindle our poor, sweet, innocent Fulbright out of information that he is probably not at liberty to divulge. She's gonna get the guy fired. He's a nice guy. Why is it all the detectives, they're so nice? Like, Gumshoe was nice. Emma Sky was kind of a little bit standoffish in Apollo Justice. Oh, but there he is. Oh, that's right. We have no music or anything. Which path is the path of justice? I feel like he's conflicted now. He doesn't know. I mean, because all these people he's arresting end up being wrongfully charged. And so hopefully, like, by the end, he'll be, like, fully on our team. He seems to be lost. That's funny. This corridor is a straight shot. He's lost, like, his moral compass. It's not like the real, it's metaphor, Athena. Huh? Ah, it's you, the lawyer people. Haha, welcome to the Space Center. Enjoying a relaxing day off, are you? Here for a little rocket sightseeing? Well, he's got to know that we're assigned to the case. Right? Read a couple more comments here. T-Bayo said yes, late by 5 minutes. We just admit more like 25. I think 15, maybe a little under 15. Bayo said, why 25? Whittle says, I don't know. I like the number. It is cool. 25 is a good number. It's 5 5s. and it's a fourth of the way to 100, and it's a quarter, and it's a pretty good number. As far as numbers go, it's a pretty decent one. Let's see, Quick Katie said, also, happy 10-year anniversary to the day Phoenix ate a poison necklace. Oh, that's right. Vera was talking about this is the anniversary of the day that he ate the glass necklace that Iris's sister, I keep forgetting her name, Dahlia Hawthorne gave to him. Here's the thing, like, guys, gentlemen in the chat, if you're ever dating someone who gives you a necklace that you discover is full of poison and that person turns out to be a murderer, and the necklace is glass, don't eat it. Why would you eat it? It sounds just awful. Anyway, okay, let's play a little bit here. Oh, I forgot.
TTS meow 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 meow. Injustice we trust. No scary for today's smiley face.
Thank you, Chris. What's the special occasion for lack of scary? How are you? We saw you here early. Weedle already was scary by saying, I'd say the word he said, but it's such a scary word. I don't want to risk scaring you or anyone else in the chat. But how are you doing, Crystal? Welcome. Yeah, well, crap, what was I saying? I was talking about something. I don't even know anymore. Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's nice that we're Phoenix, so I don't have to do any like special accents for our voiceover stuff. We're here to investigate the scene, same as you. Do you have any info to share? Boss, if he acts at all reluctant to give us information, we hit it with the whatever shall we do act. I'm sure he'll fall for it. No, just say injustice we trust, then we're best buds. Got it? Are we trying to catch the unruly family dog here or something? Info on the case, huh? All right, I'll just gladly share some with you. See, he's conflicted. He knows we're the good guys now. He's our friend. Like, he always should have been our friend. Extemporaneous says random transformer check. By the way, how you doing, Extemporaneous? I already asked you how you doing, Extemporaneous. I think I've asked everybody who was here at the beginning, but I probably haven't gotten to where people are saying how they're doing. But although it's more of a rhetorical question, I guess nowadays you say how you doing, people can respond by saying how you doing, and then that's like completing the conversation, and I don't understand it. But he says, random transformers check, Onyx Prime. Who is bro? Okay, so really quick, Transformers Lord Xerius, I've mentioned a couple times, they have the mythology of the original 13 primes. It's only for certain continuities, but the idea is that each one of the primes from the original 13 had some characteristic that was common amongst certain Transformers. Onyx Prime's characteristic was that he was a beast former, so he had like an animal type of an alternate mode, and so the idea is that he was kind of the predecessor to those who would eventually, like in Beast Wars and things like that. So that is Onyx Prime. And Bale says, Tweedle, fair enough. Exterminator says, wait, Logan is supposed to stream by 30? Okay, define supposed to. According to the schedule, yes. But, I mean, what is a schedule, really? But it's just a suggestion. You know, okay, let's actually play some game. Like I said, Fulbright's gonna give us some info. Huh? What just happened? You made a friend, Athena. Detectives and lawyers seeking truth and justice side by side. I like it. Just take whatever you want from me. You info bandits, go ahead. Look, my shoes come off easy. So take my shoes. You want my jacket? Take the shirt off my back. Take me. I'm in a generous mood today. I didn't know. There's something weird about Detective Fulbright today. Okay, if he's not conflicted, this also might be some way of kind of throwing us for a loop, pretending to cooperate so that it's easier to hide the information he does want to hide. But I think he's a good guy. Fulbright he's a good man. Well, we need information, so let's run with it. If you say so. Hi, Fulbright. Oh, Fulbright, I gotta show you some stuff. Hang on, Fulbright. I don't know if Phoenix has showed you his badge yet. Oh, check this out. Oh, something for the lost and found. I'll be sure to take care of it. No. This is an important piece of evidence that I have a job again. Okay, let's try this one. The victim went to all that trouble to save the defendant, and then he was mercilessly killed. Is there no justice in this world? Justice was trampled underfoot that day. That's right. Acts of justice and selflessness are not always rewarded. It pains me to say it, but I've come to realize the truth in that recently. Okay, so maybe he was swayed by the bond of friendship between Solomon Starbuck and Clay Terran or something like that. I gotta read some more comments in the chat. I need to be better about it. Like lately, although there isn't a whole lot of chat, so I could probably catch up really quick if I wanted to. Exterior says, finish your taxes. I want to. I am like so close, but my taxes are always complicated because I do so much gig work. I get like 1 billion tax forms, and then I gotta calculate all my expenses and everything, and I was gonna do it. I was gonna knock it out really quick today. A 3-hour restart. Why does Windows do that? Oh, Extemporaneous says, Lurk 1159, you know how it is. Good luck on the homework, Extemporaneous. So you probably can't hear what I'm saying, but I hope it's going well. Quick Kid said, Logan, you didn't click confirm change on the costumes? I didn't? Well, I guess at this point, we just need to hand the keys over to fate. I'm not good at... You should know by now. I'm not good at this or any game, even like the basic mechanics like that. Bringing up a menu is probably even a little bit beyond me. Widow said, oh, I found out I got fired recently? Nothing huge, just no call, no show. Oh, so you like didn't show up to work, so you got fired. Said, no, I ran a car through the window/J. I'm probably gonna get a job at Subway or something. Okay, well that's good. I mean, I'm sorry that you got fired. To be honest, to be fair, I mean, no call, no show is like, that is a legitimate reason to be fired. I hope it was like, for a good reason that you weren't able to show up, and I hope that the new job goes well, Weedle. I'm sorry to hear that. Quick Gate said, oh yeah, Fulbright, oh yeah, Fulbright indeed. Let's do some more Fulbright, because he's our bud now. He's our friend. It pains me to say it, but I've come to realize the truth in that recently. Sounds like he and his personal philosophy are going through a midlife crisis. All right, let's present some more stuff. Okay, so lost and found is what he says when he has nothing to say. Want a bloody knife, bro? Okay, same thing as when he's just talking about the victim, midlife crisis, show the map, lost and found, just burning through all this stuff. When the explosions occurred, everyone was on the verge of panic, but the important thing is that no one from the general public was hurt. And it was all thanks to the evacuation effort we headed up. After that, you escaped the building by yourself as well, right? Me? Escape? Nonsense! I wanted to run straight towards the blast. It was the other detectives who stopped me. We gotta get you somewhere safe, sir, they said. Here's the thing, like, I feel like any other detective saying that, we'd like, oh, he's full of hot air. No, Fulbright, I could see him doing that. That's why I love this guy. He's so sincere, he's so earnest, he so wants to do good. He's just a golden retriever in human form. Maybe you should take your own evacuation order more to heart next time, detective. All right, the door. Oh yeah, we're turning the door into Lost and Found. That totally makes sense, game. Lost and Found, security tape. Do we have any other? And we got one more thing, oxygen tank. All right, so we've presented everything we have. So now we can actually talk to him, I suppose, about the crime scene. Detective Fulbright, could you give us permission to investigate the crime scene? There's an officer on guard and we can't get in. Oh, whatever shall we do? I hope he says yeah, but not Athena, because he can tell that she's being really disingenuous. And Bale said, no, it's 5 minutes because you stream at 40. Well, I usually. Yeah. Yes, that is fair. Quick Kitty said, what if Crystal's meow was kitty for boo? Okay, we need to find out. Crystal, are you here right now, Crystal? When you say meow, is translated from cat to English, does that mean boo? Is it scary? This is important. And then Widow says, boo! Buh. Hee hee, I see what you did, Weedle. Bale said, doing fine, just waiting for vengeance. Well, when does that come out again? I feel like you might want some stuff to do in the meantime. Oh, there's Vero saying, hey guys, I'm back to my oversleep and missed some of stream dates. It's okay, I started a little bit late. And honestly, you haven't missed much, Vera. We're just greeting hi, saying hi to everybody. And I also just realized my backup water's over there.
TTS is just hello. DW hee hee smiley face.
Okay, for a minute, I was scared of being scared, Crystal. So thank you for clarifying that. It was a frightening, uncertain time that we lived in. Thank you very much to the TTS. Okay, so. Well, that's an easy one. I'll let them know over there to let you in. Investigate to your heart's content. Take a week if you need. A month. I'm sure the trial's tomorrow, but just don't show up. Just don't. Just let us do our thing. Look at whatever you want. Shall I have some snacks delivered? One of my men gives a mean neck rub. What? I said from the beginning we should be friends with this guy. Look at the benefit. I mean, okay, it's not friends with benefits like, we're not, well, maybe, if he wanted to. But we get snacks? We get neck rubs? I want snacks and neck rubs just for doing my job. Oh, no, that's okay, but thanks. Definitely not the Fulbright I know. How do you know? Have you ever taken the time to get to know him, Phoenix? Detective Fulbright is acting sickeningly sweet. It's kind of gross, actually. See, girls don't like a nice guy, apparently. Do you think he hit his head or something? Yeah, who knows? Whatever the case, it's making our lives way easier. All right, hey, what happened? We're actually gonna ask him. We just gotta look a gift horse in the mouth. All right, let's read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Katie says, "Aw, hey, Puzzle, you didn't miss much." Vera says, "Hey, Katie." Katie said, "Just Logan admitting that he's bad at games. Even the menus, yeah. I mean, this game's menus is the Dark Souls of game menus. Or something." And Vera says, "And hey, Fulbright." Bill says, "Well, to look on the Fulbright side, I see what you did there." Says, "You'll be out, Tweedle, you'll be out here around October, right?" Oh yeah, so you have to get like a job out here anyway. So it's okay if you didn't get the job back home and everything. All right, okay, well, what happened, buddy? You were here at the Space Center at the time of the incidents, weren't you, Detective? That's right, I was here on security assignment. The police are required to secure rocket launches now. I didn't know that. Yes, well, you know us to serve and protect. Oh crap, did he get demoted? Is he getting punished because the people he arrests keep turning out to be innocent? I mean, I guess it's good to have accountability, but I like Fulbright. Oh wait, what does the sign behind him say? Even well, it was probably safe or something like that. Okay, even in space. Oh, I didn't see what the bottom line said. We'll wait till it comes back around. Okay, so it's even in space. And it says SA. Even in space, SA. Safety first. Oh, so that's what it is. Yeah, okay. But you do space safety. Space-ty. So I don't know what my brain is at today, by the way. The explosions occurred while I was here on duty. So I started leading the investigation. He's leaving out a lot of details, but okay. I mean, we don't have to worry because he's not going to be the murderer, so it's fine. Could you tell us more about what happened? Oh, of course. A bomb went off on the second floor of the main building. Right after that, the one over in Launch Pad 1 also blew sky high. So I immediately instructed the visitors and the employees to evacuate to the shelter. The shelter? That's right, there's an evacuation shelter in the basement of the Space Center. What about anyone who's like on floors 3 and up? They just like, well, you're on your own, hope you don't die. It's there for accidents and emergencies and the like. So where were you when the first bomb went off? I was on duty, duty on the 4th floor. Oh, it was quite the madhouse, I tell you. Okay, so we'll find out how he got from up here down to the basement. The elevator wasn't working on account of the explosion. And the stairs on the 2nd floor were destroyed. So we couldn't go that way. What do you do, like rappel out the window? Then wasn't it impossible to get down to the basement shelter? No, we lowered an emergency ladder. Not a step ladder. From a 4th floor window and escaped that way. Okay, so we're learning more. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat though. We just said, don't be, I hated that job. Duck. Oh, because you're using that as a substitution for the F word, retail. And a 40-minute commute. That is longer than mine. Mine's like about 25 minutes, so that is, woo, boy howdy. We just said to Beowulf, true, my first day is September 20th. Oh, September 20th. Beowulf said, have fun out here. I will still be in Ohio. When do you get back from your Ohio gig, Beowulf? Weedle says, big sad Beowulf. Chris with some emotes. Beowulf says, June 14th, just a few more months. But that's what I'm saying. If Vengeance comes out June 14th, waiting now, April to May to June, that's like 2 months. You know, like, if you say, oh, what are you doing? It's like, I am waiting. I hope you have other things to do in the interim. We'll read one more comment. Vera says, for once, Logan starting stream late was to my advantage. Yeah. Yeah, you did. Like I said, you didn't miss out on anything. We're just chilling. We're starting out nice and slow and easy. It's all good. It was a stepladder. It was a stepladder. A 4-story tall stepladder? Or maybe it was one of those kinds that like folds out like that, so it's like twice the... But of course, they just have to clarify. It is a stepladder. It was a folding ladder, so it wasn't very stable, but at least it reached the ground. After I secured the ladder, I left to take another look around for any other survivors. Once everyone got out safely, I made my way down too and headed to the shelter. Wow, what an ordeal. But climbing down an emergency ladder sounds kind of fun. Also compliment him on the fact that he was doing a great job being a hero to all these people, seeing them to safety before worrying about himself. He's a good guy. Thank you for your answers, Detective. They were very helpful. Just a moment, I have some more information to share with you. But don't tell Prosecutor Blackwell, okay? Wow, and Prosecutor Blackwell usually has you on a short leash, too. Well, never mind that. Ha ha! I thought you should know that there was a witness. A witness? Would it be funny if, like, halfway... I guess not funny, but wouldn't it be, like, interesting if halfway through this game, like, we do an investigation, we come back to court the next day, and Blackwell's not there, it's just different attorney. And they're like, well, what happened? Where's Blackwell? It's like, he got executed. This morning was his execution date. He is dead now. Because he's on death row, huh?
I think Fullbright should join the circus if they fire him.
Okay, well, here's the question then, Vero. If he was to join the circus, what act would he be? Would it be a ringmaster? Would he be a clown? Would he be like a trapeze, high wire artist? I guess they don't really have, like, they don't use the animals anymore, because I guess the circus has gotten in trouble and they had to, like, release the elephants. Do they still have lion tamers? Are they allowed to be cruel to lions but not elephants? I don't know. It's been so long since I've been to the circus. When I was a kid, I loved this. I only went a couple times to the circus. But also, I'm one of the few people that thinks clowns are legit, unironically whimsical and fun. I feel like most people just disagree with me, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. Oh, there's a clip in the chat already. Hang on. I don't know. I don't think I did anything clippable. But let's pop this up onto the clip viewer so we can all watch this together. Wow, less than a half hour into the stream, we got our first clip already. This clip from Vero is, hang on just a second, is titled, is Fulbright being an angel? Aw, okay, well let's load this up and watch a quick clip of Fulbright being an angel. Scott, look at the benefit. I mean, okay, it's not friends with benefits, like, you know, we're not, well, maybe, if you wanted to. But we get snacks, we get neck rubs. I want snacks and neck rubs just for doing Scott. Look at the benefit. I mean, okay. Again, those are great benefits to have. Those are the type of friends with benefits I would like. I would like friends with snack and neck rub benefits. But everybody else is like, no, we just want like getting it on type of benefits. I think those people are short-sighted. Anyway, Vera says, Wowie, first clip of the day. Quick hit is not even 20 minutes, and we have a clip. I think Twitch is still being mean. There's no thumbnail of that clip. Yeah, I've seen that happen before when I posted clips like to people's channels. I don't know why that happens sometimes. Vero says, it's a mystery. Pat on the back for myself. Time to get breakfast, Lurk. Thank you for the Lurk. Enjoy your breakfast. I would ask if I could share some, except tonight I actually had a nice hearty dinner. Had some ribs, some barbecue ribs, rice and corn. All right, the witness. Could you tell us more about this witness? Sure thing! The witness was a Space Center employee who is on the 4th floor. And you guys have confirmed this is not going to be Wendy Old Bag, right? Because she doesn't have a 3D sprite. Even though she's got a spacesuit, it's not her. But if we have more than one witness, then here's the question. Is it going to be a new character that could be a possible suspect? Or is it going to be like returning old character like I know this game likes to do sometimes? We haven't seen Lotta Hart in ages. I'm not a fan of Lotta Hart, to be honest. Oh, I hope it's not Larry Butts. Because then we'll have to get a different voice for Starbuck. While she was, so it's a girl. While she was climbing down, she looked through a window into the 3rd floor lounge. So she was looking into the crime scene from the outside? That's right! It was just a matter of chance that she saw something important. Maybe it'll be Juniper. Oh, maybe it'll be Miriam Scuttlebutt again. Not that I know what she saw exactly yet, though. You don't? But that's the most important thing of all. See, that makes me think he's been like reassigned, that he's been demoted. Hey, don't you worry. I'll get around to interviewing her soon enough. I'll do that. That'll be me who does the thing. She should still be somewhere here in the space header. You might even run into her. A 4th floor employee, huh? Oh, it's an employee, so it's not Miriam Scuttlebutt. All right, well, thanks for the info, Detective Fulbright. Gee, you sure are being cooperative, Detective. A little too cooperative. Yes, well, actually, come on, you can confide in us, Fulbright. We won't judge you. We love you, Fulbright. Something you can't talk about? Yeah, yes, oh yeah, something like that. Actually, anyway, never mind. Oh, don't worry about me. Single tear down my cheek. Slurp it into my mouth to grow strong off my old saltwater tears. Well, I'll be on my way too now. Ha ha. What was that all about? Something is definitely going on. I'm going to get it out of him next time I see him. Oh, okay. I'm not so sure he'll talk about it, though. We're probably the closest thing that dude has to friends, so... Well, we have permission to investigate now. Let's head back to the boarding lounge. Boarding lounge. Let me read some more comments in the chat. Actually, let's get some background music first. December 19th, Cosmos Space Center, boarding lounge. You too, Detective Fulbright has granted you permission to investigate. He also said I should bring you some snacks or give you a neck rub too, if you'd like. Both. Oh, that's all right, but thank you for the offer. No, don't turn it down. Well, time to roll up our sleeves and start investigating. Quick Katie said, I wish custom clip thumbnails could be a thing. I'd draw so many wicked ones. Part of me thinks yes, and also with other platforms like with TikTok, because I always upload everything on desktop because then I can schedule it out like multiple videos at once. And all you can do is just like pick which frame of your video you want. And even then when you pick it, it's always like within a half a second off of that. But I see so many people use like custom thumbnails. I'm assuming that's for mobile, but I know that would just make it take even longer for me to upload things. So it's probably good that I can't. Bill said, I'm playing SMT1 right now, which has been painful, not gonna lie. Is that this month's game? Because I know you said you're doing every single one every month, right? There's Crystal with the stepladder command. Help me, stepladder, I'm stuck. And then some gambling and quote number 25, quote, I was witness to a drunk driving incident. It was fun. Logan Robo, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, November 17th, 2021. It was fun. I felt like a warrior of justice. All right, so let's see. Time to roll up our sleeves and start investigating. Now let's see, where is that diagram again? So this lounge is on the 3rd floor of the main building. And according to Apollo, this is where he believes a third party killed his friend. Well, let's stop the recap and start looking for traces of this third person then. You read my mind, Athena. We'll make that our first priority. There's just one problem, though. This room, it's in 3D. It's just so big. Don't worry, we can use this to help us. The Space Center pamphlet? For tourists? Yup, picked it up at the entrance. The maps inside should come in handy. Let's see. Yup, here it is. A map of the lounge. We have a map for just this room, huh? Okay. Okay, so we had an elevator. What's the E's in all directions? Is this gonna be one of those things where it like rotates and spins or something? Let's see. This is the door. Oh, this is the door we went through to talk to Detective Fulbright. What?
The people who use custom thumbnails actually cheat the system and put the custom they want in the video in the beginning/end for less than a second so the eyes don't register it when people watch it, but TikTok does.
Is that what I should be doing? Adding a flash frame of a custom thumbnail? Why didn't I ever think of that? No, and then I would never have to like spend time like scrolling this game. I could just, cause like sometimes some of the videos, I can't remember if it's the one that's posting tomorrow. I think it's, or maybe it was yesterday. It's just like, my face is like, and in it because I'm in the middle of saying a word, but I'm like, okay, good enough, moving on. But thank you, Vero. That is giving me something to think about. Let's see, read some more in the chat, though. Beowulf says, then after that, I'm taking a break from insane difficulty and playing for Apocalypse until I have to take on the final boss, because that's basically a super boss, and he's unnecessarily hard. I mean, it makes sense why, but still. Quick Katie said, random question for no reason. Would you take YouTube clips from your VODs on there? Wait, what do you mean, would I take YouTube, would you take YouTube clips from your VODs on there? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean take the clip, like show them in here? Or, because I do need to start uploading YouTube shorts. I think I should take my, my TikTok library, because I have over 770 videos that I have edited and posted up there. And I should start releasing them on YouTube, as I think Beowulf has suggested, and Beowulf is always right. That's just the way it is. So, but I need to do more of that. But most of the videos that I have, I do edit from the VODs on there. So they're a little bit lower resolution than pulling them straight off of TikTok, but it's a little bit easier for me to manage that way, if that makes sense. Weedle says, I hate Ash Blossom card. It just make Yu-Gi-Oh! Not fun. Well, what does the Ash Blossom card do, Weedle? I don't have all of the cards memorized. Let me have a sip of water, and then we're gonna learn more about this diagram of the boarding lounge and all the doors and where the doors lead to. There we go. Oh yeah, that's the door with the fingerprint recognition lock. Well, I guess this map will make things a little easier. Space Center pamphlet, add to the court record. Okay, a pamphlet for visitors to the Space Center. It includes a diagram of the boarding lounge. I don't know why I like to pronounce diagram that way. It makes me think of a diaphragm. Yeah, no more excuses. Let's track down the third person. Wait. There's just one more thing. What's that strange creature moving around outside the window? Oh, boss, it's just a holographic image. Oh, yeah, I knew that. Phew, that's a relief. I love that Phoenix thought that was a real alien outside there. And he's a lawyer. Aren't lawyers supposed to be smart? There should be a button somewhere in this room to turn the image on and off. Okay, so this is actually gonna be important, maybe? That's what it says in the pamphlet anyway. Maybe we can change the monster. The only reason you're so eager to start is so that you can push that button, isn't it? And what's wrong with that? Let's just look for the button while we're looking for clues. Okay, that's our top priority. We need to find that button. All right, fine, let's get investigating. Let's do that. Examine the stuffs. I wanna examine the monster. At first glance, it looks like a peaceful landscape. But then there's that creature. What do you mean at first glance? That is the first thing I noticed the creature before I realized like Saturn and a purple sky. And like truffle trees and things like that. Didn't the Hope probe go to some planet? It went to an asteroid. Maybe this is what its surface looked like. I don't know. I think it would have made the news if they discovered a creature like that. It did make quite a bit of news though when the probe came back. Yeah, but the Hope probe didn't even go to a planet. It went to an asteroid. Oh, bull crap. Let's read a few more comments in the chat though. Vera says, add quote. Oh, crap, says, those are the kinds of friends with benefit I like. The friends who give me snacks and neck rubs. Okay, that I accept, because that, I think, shows the wholesomeness. Since half of our quotes, I think, are about murder, I will accept that. Vera says, Juniper is the new old bag / Lotta Heart. I will accept that. Juniper is delightful. I like her. And there's Hey Diddy saying, hey Logan, I had a bad day. Sorry, I sent it way too soon. No, it's okay, Diddy. I'm sorry you had a bad day. I hope we can help like take your mind off of things. Good to see you here. I hope things improve for you. And there's Eglin saying hello. Eglin, how are you doing? Do you have like an update on your health situation? I'm sorry if it gets annoying with me asking all the time. I'm invested and concerned in the well-being of a friend, and I just want to make sure that you're doing okay, Eglin. But how are you like in general also? And then Vera says to Diddy, hey, sorry to hear that. It says, hope stream can cheer you up. I hope so too. If nothing else, if that's like all I can do, because otherwise I'm completely powerless to make days better and healths improved. Okay, so let's see, went to an asteroid. That's a big rock kind of thing. Even aliens can't live there. Here's some trivia for you guys. Did you know that there is a large asteroid in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, which astronomers used to, until about 150 years ago, believe was a planet? Did you know that? It's called Ceres, C-E-R-E-S. It's true. Then it got Plutoed back out of being a planet. All right, let's see what else can we investigate. We can look at, is that a mirror? A window, and it's right next to the holographic image too. I bet it's here to help people see the stark contrast between reality and virtual reality. Way off, it says emergency ventilation, you know, to clear smoke from a fire. See, it's pointing out virtual insanity of reality. Ha! Let's look at this thing. No matter how I look at it, all I can think of is torture device. But I guess it's a training device for getting used to zero gravity. No. It's the opposite. That's to get used to intense G's. The massive G forces from launching out into a rocket. That, because it spins you around, gives you like lots of G's. It doesn't take away G's. Do you guys know how they trained for simulation of zero gravity for space trips? This is really cool. There's a plane, an airplane nicknamed the Vomit Comet. You'll see why in a minute. For those of you who don't know, what they do is they fly astronauts up there and they get really, really high up in the air, and then they just go into a free fall like that. And what?
Is that a Dragon Ball reference?
I mean, I guess, well, except in Dragon Ball, yeah, they train in intense extra gravity, but they're training to fight. This is just astronauts training to, like, not lose consciousness. But that'd be cool if you could do, like, Dragon Ball type of training, have a machine that sets up, like, extra gravity, and you're just doing, like, push-ups, and you're getting really strong ki blasts and stuff like that. So I approve of that. Thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vera. But like I said, so the Vomit Comet will go, and it'll go into a free fall. And as it's falling, you inside the plane are falling at the same rate as the plane. And so it feels like zero G. You're just floating around the plane and everything. But you can't do that for very long, so then you gotta scoot back up to go way, way high. And then once it gets high, it goes into a free fall again. It just goes up and down and up and down. And the problem is you're going from zero gravity going down to then when it goes up, it's so steep, it's like several times regular gravity. And cycling back and forth between zero G, lots of G, zero G, lots of G, messes with your system, and your stomach goes, I don't know what to do. Is this something I ate? Blah! And so like the astronauts who go up there and train, basically they'll be like floating around, and then as soon as there's a lot of G's, they're just vomiting in a bag. Oh, we're floating again. Oh, it's so wonderful. Because that's the best way that we can figure it out. Because like we don't, it's not like in movies where you can just press a button and you're in a room and there's no gravity. Oh, there's a pole. There's a pole. Who is your least favorite reoccurring NPC character? Wendy Oldbag, Lotta Hart, Larry Butts, or the Pains? I actually kind of like the Pains myself. I'm not a fan of Lotta Hart. Larry is a monster. But anyway, okay, let's play a little more of the game because I've been neglecting these folks. Uh-oh, Athena has an odd glint in her eye. Is she thinking about trying that thing out? I should try to stop her, but I'm afraid she'll just out-muscle me. Hey, Mr. Wright, look at that up there. Well, so that's not part of it. That's a crack. There's a piece of shrapnel from the explosion, maybe? Some kind of fragment? It's stuck in tight. Oh, so that's what the glint was all about. That color looks familiar. Everything in this room is that same color. It's gray. The chair is gray. The gyroscope kind of rings are gray. The ceiling is gray. These what are these? Buttresses are gray. The walls are gray. Oh, was she saying oxygen tank? I think it's part of the oxygen tank. I think you're right, but if that's here, it means Clay's tank ruptured after they arrived at the boarding lounge. So that means I'm probably right. That maybe it was like 5. Wait, no. Wait, then. So Clay's tank was at 50% and then ruptured. Well, either way, I still like my theory before that it was 5%. But I'm gonna stop talking because I'm probably wrong. So Prosecutor Blackwell's theory that Mr. Starbuck dropped Clay down the ladder must be wrong. Well, it still could happen and just didn't rupture the tank. This proves that both of the astronauts were alive when they reached the boarding lounge. So Apollo was right. The scene of the murder wasn't the launch pad. Way to go, Apollo. May he rest in peace. All right, what else? Can we look at this circle on the ground? I want to find that button. Chair. That's some pretty futuristic looking furniture over there. According to the pamphlet, those are no ordinary chairs. They're like amusement park teacup rides. You can power them yourself, it says. If you spin the table, your chair spins too. Why would anybody want to have something like that here? I want that. I want that everywhere. That should be like default in every restaurant. That sounds amazing. It's for astronauts who have trouble with the device on the ceiling. No vertical spins. It says it's a training device that's easy on the eyes and the body. Oh, well, we know that for those who simp after the characters here, the characters in Ace Attorney are very easy on the eyes and the body. Let me read some more in the chat after I have a sip of water, though. See, Eglin says, health update. Oh, here we go. Says, did the MRI and the appointment went well. Also got the results back for very quick because, insert drum roll, nothing. Everything is normal in the brain at least, so that's good, right? I mean, I guess it's not good that you still don't know what it is, but if it's good that you have eliminated brain stuff, because I'm not a doctor, but I assume brain stuff is serious stuff. And, the poll is just finishing up here with Wendy Oldbag winning with 100% of the vote. So why is she so popular in Japan? I think somebody said that in Japan they love her. I don't get it. Bill said, yeah, SMT1 is this month's game, currently grinding, so I can get a good demon for my party. So you're grinding to catch some good Pokemon. Quick 80 said, this quote is even more funnier when you remember what happens in Apollo Justice Law. Actually, I'm curious. Quote number 2, yeet! Super Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury. I can't even remember what happened there. Queen K said, that's the second quote? Just yeet. I'm sure there was something funny that we yeeted in it. Eglin said, so once again, probably POTS, but it's good to cover everything just in case. Yes, it's good to be thorough. And Vera says, just yeet. You're welcome. Okay, let's play a little bit more here. Can a person really call themselves an astronaut if they can't handle zero G? Again, you guys don't know what zero G is. This is spinning around adds G's, doesn't subtract them. Oh. Let's look at this. It's the handprint scanner. So, it looks like there are 3 doors that lead in and out of this room. Well, let's check. Drumroll, please. Ta-da, the Space Center pamphlet. We're here at this place that says Boarding Lounge 1. Here are the 3 doors. Let's call them Lefty, Righty, and Downy. Like Robert Jr. People usually say west, east, and south in a case like this, Details. This is easier for young kids playing this previously M-rated game. Anyway, let's take a look at the west door. That door with the rocket icon leads to Launchpad 1. I know because it says here on the map, Launchpad 1 corridor. So that's where we were with the detective. It was filled with smoke after the explosion. Right, next up, the right-hand side of the map, or east in your world. That's the door with the satellite dish icon signifying communication, aka the control room. Yep, it definitely says control room. Looks like it has another door on the opposite side. They communicate and exchange information with rockets and probes in space from there. Okay, so since there's doors on either side, there'll probably be something about somebody traveling through the control room then, right? So it's the center of the Space Center. The Space Center, if you will. Does everybody start to talk like Director Cosmos after they've been here a while? But it seems they built a new command center on the 6th floor. That's what they used for the Hat 2 mission, so this control room was empty at the time. I've always wanted to see the inside of a mission control room, and since we're here... I'd love to do that too, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to. The devs did not make assets for that room, so sad. I gotta read some more in the chat though. Queen Katie said, can I post the YouTube clips here for the future for no reason? In fact, as soon as you answer, please purge the memory from your brain. I guess it depends. I hadn't really thought of that before, because if they're clips from... Okay, here's what I will say. Here's gonna be my ruling. If they are relevant, like if they're from one of our VODs, and if they are relevant to the current stream, like if it's the type of thing like, hey, check out this foreshadowing that you didn't realize was there or something like that. Because I've been going back and I'm watching the old Ghost Trick VODs, and there's like a lot of foreshadowing in there for all the big twists at the end that I did not catch at the time. So I think that type of thing will be fine. If it's just like random stuff like, hey, like we're playing Ace Attorney, it's like, hey, here's a random thing from your Resident Evil 4 VOD. Probably not just for the sake of making sure that we're all like here enjoying the same thing. And in case there's anyone who hadn't like played that game or seen that game and didn't want spoilers. So that is what I'm gonna say. I think, does that sound reasonable? I suppose? We just said negate any card effects you can't stop with an additional Ash Blossom. Oh, wait. Negate any card effect. You can't stop it with an additional. Okay, so it negates any card effect other than Ash Block. That sounds like an overpowered card. Is it that someone's using it against you, Weedle? Katie said, what? I did not know that. Whoa. Eglin said, for now, current plan is to report back to my regular doctor, get a plan, and maybe some other checkups to see if anything else may be affecting things. And because I'm probably due for a checkup anyways. Is this the type of thing that like can it run in your family? Can it be like things that other family members have that might help? Actually, no, I shouldn't even ask because I shouldn't try to pretend to be a diagnostician or anything like that. I'm just so used to watching House. I love that show. But I hope your doctor isn't like House, because House also almost kills patients halfway through every episode. Quick Katie said, I remember when I used to learn about Pluto being a planet. Then they tore that away. But you know why? Because this is actually one of my favorite things to talk about, the planetarium. Like, do you know what the definition of a planet? Have we talked about this before? In stream, have I done my Pluto should never have been a planet spiel? In here, have we talked about that? Let me know if we have. So, yeah, let me know if you guys know what a planet is. They want to keep curious kids like you out. So the door is protected with fingerprint recognition. Only the director can go through. Okay, well then we'll just chop off his hand. With that much security, I'm definitely not the one they're looking to keep out, Athena. So apparently the lock is also hooked up to a backup generator in case of emergencies. Control room door lock added to the court record. The door lock to the east. It can only be operated by the director. Backup power lets it function even when the power goes out.
No, we haven't, but Pluto will always be my favorite planet. It was when I was a child, and it still is RN.
See, and that's why everybody loves Pluto. It's because it was when we were kids. It's because of nostalgia, because of memories. Okay, so here's what it is. And thank you very much for the 10 bits. The definition of a planet, as it currently stands, the definition, it has to have a couple things. One, it has to directly orbit around the sun. So for example, the Earth directly orbits around the sun, but the moon doesn't. The moon orbits around us as we orbit around the sun. So the moon is not a planet, like we are a planet. So you gotta directly orbit around the sun. Pluto, it does that. It fulfills that requirement. But the other requirement is it has to have enough mass that it clears out its entire neighboring region of debris by either expelling it out of its orbit or trapping it into its own orbit in the form of a moon, ring system, or just like, landing on the surface of the planet. So for example, Saturn has a very dense ring system. It has over 60 moons, but Saturn, the planet, has more mass, is bigger and heavier than all that stuff put together, and so all that stuff is trapped in its orbit, and its region is cleared of debris. The problem is when we discovered Pluto, we didn't realize that it's in an area of space called the Kuiper Belt, where there's just all sorts of junk out there, just lots of stuff. And then in 2003, I believe it was, we discovered a new object also out in the Kuiper Belt. It was 2003 UB313. It was later renamed Eris. And basically I think it was like even a little bit bigger than Pluto. So people were like, well, if we're calling Pluto a planet out in the Kuiper Belt, shouldn't we call anything even bigger than Pluto out in the Kuiper Belt also a planet? And then scientists were saying, well, but we've just kind of relatively recently, been finding out about the Kuiper Belt, discovering stuff. There's probably dozens upon dozens of objects out there of comparable size, if not bigger than Pluto. If we keep calling these things planet, we're gonna be opening up the floodgates to have dozens, if not hundreds of things suddenly being called planet. And if you have that many planets, what's the point of even having that designation anymore? It kind of loses its meaning if everything is a planet. So they got together and they said, okay, we're gonna create a new classification for large objects like Pluto, like Eris, like Ceres, which I mentioned in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, and saying like they're really big and we love them. We love Pluto. Oh, it's great. I love Pluto. But it's like not quite massive enough to be a planet. So we call them dwarf planets or Plutoids. See, named after Pluto. It's because we love Pluto. We love Pluto. People think that we just like reclassified it because we hate Pluto. We don't hate Pluto. Pluto's great. We adore Pluto. It's wonderful. We sent a satellite to Pluto. We took pictures of it not too long ago. It's got like a big heart on it. How can you not love Pluto? But it's just, it's not a planet. But the problem is when we first discovered Pluto, it was kind of an accident. And we didn't realize there was other stuff out there. We just thought it was like, oh, so there's another planet. Then we realized, oh, it's not a planet. It's just a really big rock, icy rock in a big field of other similar such objects. And so that's why. So I'm sorry if I am ruining our opinions of Pluto, but yeah, it never should have been called a planet to begin with, but we just didn't know all that other stuff was out there. And as I said, that happened before. It's the same thing with Ceres in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. When it was first discovered, ages and ages ago, it was like, it's a planet. And then about 150 years ago, people were like, oh no, it's not. It's just a very large asteroid in a field of asteroids. So it isn't. And then they reclassified it as a planet. And fast forward 150 years-ish later to now, and like, you guys probably don't even remember about it. But now it's having its day in the sun as a Plutoid. But anyway, I'm not working today. Why are you guys making me do my job when I'm off the clock from the planetarium? Why should I have to do that? I'm gonna play some game. Okay, what about that last door? This lower door? Oh, excuse me, I mean, south door. It leads to the elevators. Little robot. Yes! Ah, yes, the two types of people. Man and robot. I'm sorry, women, I wish women were real. I wish women were real, but they're not. They are not. It's men and robots. This is the door we came through when we entered this room, right? Yup, and of course there was no fingerprint recognition device, so it's open to anyone. But the elevators weren't working at the time due to the explosion. Well, that's about it for the three muscadors of the boarding lounge. Thanks, understanding the layout of the lounge should help us understand the case. What?
Objection. She called it a lower door, not a downy. She contradicted herself.
Yeah, I was gonna let it slide because I was waiting. Maybe she'll say Downey in a minute because that was the whole thing. I've made a Robert Downey Jr. joke. She should not be allowed to name things. She forgets her own names. Then again, I forget things really easy, so I shouldn't complain. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. That's why I thought we'd better have a good grasp of where all the doors go. Okay, I should read some more in the chat though. Let's click. Wait, we were facing the other direction before. There we are. I don't know if we're done looking at things. There's a pod. Oh, we're not even gonna talk about the giant pod? Can we talk about this green thing? Okay, I'm gonna save the chalk outline for last because I don't want to do one of the things. Well, we're all done, and then I have to like scramble to lock back in here. Not the special. Oh, I thought it was clicking the arrows. Okay, so we gotta spin around this way. Ooh, now we click the pods. Pods. Let me read some more in the chat though. Quick Kitty said, I remember when I used to learn about Pluto being a planet. Oh, I read that. Said, the day they decide to give us 3D Wendy will be a dark day, and it'd mean I have to keep it a secret from Logan till he plays the game. Well, I was gonna say, we can get through a lot of games now, but then again, I take a long time, so you might have to keep that secret for a long time. Vera says, oh man. Extemporaneous says, what if I love all the characters in the poll? Extemporaneous, do you love Wendy Old Bag? I mean, I won't stand in your way. It'll be hard to sway her heart away from her edgy poo. Vera said, forgot to put an I love them all option. Didn't think someone likes Old Bag, sorry. Said, oh yeah, pull up. Extremity says, eat okay, I get it. Old Bag be like that sometimes. Says, though, that does make me wonder if Wendy's favorite character is Wendy then. Also, I'm Lurks, does that mean you're done with your homework? Congratulations, Extremity on getting your homework done, welcome back. And Vera says, I will ask them next time. Okay, let's look at these pods here. These are apparently oxygen capsules. They're for recovery after a training session. I wonder if they can change your voice. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I don't think oxygen changes your voice like helium does, but we also were running out of helium, so enjoy while it lasts. Huh, it didn't do a thing. It's not helium, Athena. It's oxygen. Oh, that's it, okay. Oh, what's this? There's a thing here. What? There's some kind of panel with 2 buttons on it. This gotta be what changes the monster, right? Just push it. That's the invariably principle of buttons. The invariable, what? That's the invariable principle of buttons? The invariable principle? Huh?
We are running out of helium? No.
Have you guys not heard this? This is like the weirdest news ever. In fact, here, so let me Google this and see what the info is. It says, when will, helium. Wait, what? Oh, the first thing that comes up is debunking it. It says we're not running out of helium. It will continue to seep out through rocks and cracks forever. Then why does everybody keep saying we're running out of helium? What? So maybe we're just like running out of our current supply of it? Okay, well that's a relief. So I'm sorry. I've been spreading misinformation. But then there's another thing here. It says a global helium shortage has doctors worried. Liquid helium, the coldest element on Earth, needs to keep MRI machines running. Okay, so maybe we just have a shortage then. Maybe we're using it up faster than it seeps out. Maybe that's the problem. But either way, balloons are fun. I don't want to lose balloons. But thank you very much for the TTS for the 10 bits. Hang on. I'm already getting that feeling of like incoming hiccups from not breathing enough while we're playing this game. Queen Katie said, oh, is that why they made a whole skit about her being in the next game? Because she's popular, huh? That's what somebody said, because we had, ages ago, we did a movie night on Discord where we watched Ace Attorney stage, were they musicals? They were their stage plays. I can't remember if they had songs or not. And she was like just in them, inexplicably. And I think somebody said it's like, yeah, because in Japan, apparently she's like a really popular character. So, I don't know. Eglin does quote command, quote number 56. I am a better and more well-rounded individual because I hurt Leon. And that's what life is all about. Resident Evil 4, November 17th, 2023. And then Quick Katie with quote number 4. Has there been a murder? Please say it was a murder. Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, June 21st, 2021. It took so long to get to the murders in that game. Quick Katie said, yeah, that's a good quote for 4. All right. It's the invariable principle of buttons. That's an awkward sentence. There are such things as buttons left unpushed. Beep. Wow. Oh, I thought we'd like cycle through other monsters. Hey, the giant holographic image has disappeared. Yeah, though that side of the wall seems kind of barren without it now. Still, let's see if we can't find anything new with the image off. Okay, so in that case, we gotta rotate back around, yeah? We click it now. With the holographic image off, the screen is completely black, which, for some reason, makes me think of losing an argument to Prosecutor Blackwell in court, huh?
This is just like the Hatsune Miku concert.
It is. I saw another video of that, and it really does look sad when you like pan out and you just see from far away. It looks like a whole bunch of people with glow sticks and eyes like dancing and cheering, bopping up and down for a stage that just has like a large flat screen on it. And there's just no presentation to it. And I'm not even like a big Vocaloid thing. I've never been to like a Hatsune Miku concert. I can't keep track of like the names of all the other characters. I know the way I've seen other characters from like when Wendy does her rhythm game streams and things like that. But it just looks kind of sad. At least here, it like looks like you're going through a window. It doesn't look like just a flat screen was wheeled out onto a stage. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that, Vero. And yes, it is exactly the same. That creature that you saw, that is Hatsune Miku's true form. The more you know. But at least it's got my brain revved up. I come up with my best ideas at times like these. Wait, that's it? That's all? I thought we were gonna learn something new. Oh, okay, apparently not. Well, glad we pushed that button. We've already investigated that, the pods. Can we look at this thing? No, what is this thing over here? Oh, we can look at that. That does look like a mirror. Or maybe it's a window into another. It looks like a mirror. Oh, a mirror. How thoughtful of them to put one here. Thoughtful? So the ladies can fix their makeup. I am sexist. One's appearance is just as important in space as it is on Earth, you know. You never know when you're going to run into some other life form after all and want to do it with a life form. That's why you wear makeup, to attract the doing of it. I doubt anybody who thinks like that would ever become an astronaut in the first place. All right. Plus, like, I would prefer to be able to go with as many excuses as possible to not have to ever look at myself. All right, let's spin around again. And we'll look at the body in a minute. We gotta do that last. So here's a harness. Is this how they simulate low gravity or something? Oh, it looks like the moon. Here's another amazing piece of equipment. Walk on the surface of the moon. It says we actually used to have something like this at the planetarium. It was really cool. You get in a harness and you could like jump really high to kind of simulate 1/6 gravity. They had to tear it down though. Apparently something about it being dangerous, like chafing people's thighs and just apparently, like I said, bouncing around really, really high up in the air. It turns out is not safe for the general public, but it was fun while it lasted. What's the warning say? Helmet use required. Please use the moonwalk apparatus responsibly. Oh boy, I want to try. You should, it's fun. Gravity is weak on the moon, so I bet I could do a mid-air somersault. Not in that. Don't do it in that. We're still on Earth, remember? Besides, it's connected to the ceiling. Well, at least I could jump really high. There's a sign on the wall that very clearly says, don't jump too high. Then what good is this thing? What didn't I say to the beginning? Walk on the surface of the moon? Okay, can we look at this? What's this? It's a hatch? Oh, it's a garbage. There's a trash can icon next to it. What's this? A trapdoor? It's a trash chute. The cleaning robots throw the garbage out from here. I wish we had cleaning robots. I should read some more in the chat though. I'm getting behind. Bill said, no, I am not getting Pokemon. I am negotiating with demons. Then very quickly fusing them away because demons don't gain any levels in this game. Wait, they don't gain levels? Making them obsolete very quickly? Oh, okay. I guess it's probably the same if they had a mechanic like that in Pokemon. I would not blame you for grinding them up into Pokemon candy. So yeah, that makes sense. Queen Katie said, well, while we're investigating for a bit, I think I'm gonna work on storyboards for the Junie clip. It's been on my mind so much lately. May I ask what program you're using to animate, if you don't mind me asking? Vera said, have fun, Katie. Queen Katie said, like an Ace Attorney clip for Ace Attorney streams. Gotcha. We'll keep that in mind. Very reasonable. Okay, good. Weedle said, yep. And you can have 3 in your deck. Well, that's the limit with all cards, right? That was why Kaiba tore up Grandpa Yugi's Blue Eyes White Dragon, because there were only 4 cards in existence. Having more than his 3 was just too much. We just said not even limited at all. Queen Katie said, plus Pluto has a heart. That it does. That it does. Vera said, yeah, don't hurt Pluto. I don't want to hurt Pluto. I just want to be realistic and acknowledging what Pluto is. But okay, let's talk about trash. The robots do the cleaning? What a futuristic world we live in. I just hope they don't revolt like they do in science fiction movies. No way, all the robots here are very nice. Actually, wasn't there one in the Launchpad 1 corridor? We can go say hi to it if you want. I wanted to earlier, but it wouldn't let me. There's a big button on the wall, I can't press that. Can we look at the harness? We already did that. Can we look at the sign? Can we look at the danger sign? Oh, so that's for the vent. Oh, there's something sparkly in the vent, something sussy in the vent. There's a sussy baka in there. Hey, I see something shiny down there. Let's take this cover off then. What is that? Was that a bullet? What's this? It looks like a metal jelly bean. It's really small, but it's a bullet. It's only about 2 to 3 millimeters in diameter. Okay, I wish Theo was here because Theo knows all about different caliber of bullets. We could find out what that means to be 2 or 3 centimeters in diameter. Let's see, that would make the caliber 10. Is that a lot? Is 10 caliber a lot? I need some more water. I'm already getting thirsty again. There we go. Read a couple more comments in the chat. The Eglin says, don't fingerprint readers usually also read pulse/body temp? So cutting off a hand and using it for fingerprint scanner won't work. Is that true? Because in one of our previous streams, I explained my whole theory about how you can get past thumbprint scanners through clever use of a homeless person's severed thumb. But if they use heat too, so is it kind of like biometrics, like when you touch your phone or your iPad, that it has to be a biometric thing. I heard a story ages ago about how in some third world sweatshops where they manufacture things really, really cheap conditions where it's too freezing cold in the room, so all the workers have to wear gloves, but they have to tap the touchscreens on iPads fastened onto the assembly line. Then what they do is they give everybody a beef jerky Slim Jim stick every day, and they use that as a stylus because that's technically biometric. It's a meat stick, and that's what your finger is. It's a meat stick with a little.
It's really small. 0.433 inches. You're muted.
How long have I been muted? When did I get muted? How long was that happening? Did I actually bump my mic when I was talking about fingers being a meat stick? Did you guys hear any of that? I don't know what happened. The problem is I've had that happen before.
TTS, wow, I can definitely hear Logan speaking. I
can recognize sarcasm even from TTS girl. How long? When did that happen? happened. I must have like bumped because there's like it's the same type of thing. Like this microphone at the bottom there, it's a touch sensitive, the same type of thing as a touch screen on a phone. It's a biometric type of thing. So you don't actually have to like press it. If I just like brush against it with my hand, if I make physical contact with it, it activates the mute button.
After you asked if 10 caliber is good.
So did you not hear any of the meat stick stuff? You know what, I'm just gonna have another sip of water and we're just gonna move on past all that embarrassment. I was talking about how you can use a beef jerky Slim Jim stick as a stylus, just like your finger, because that's what your finger is a...
TTS, what even is the meat stick stuff?
Is a meat stick. That's what I was talking about, using like beef jerky sticks, like a Slim Jim. It's a stylus, and I'm saying that you can use your finger, because that is what your finger is. It's a meat stick. Anyway, I've been streaming for 4 years now, and I still screw up like that, yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for the TTS. Moving on. Let's see, that would make the caliber 10. Caliber refers to the diameter of a gun's barrel, right? Yes, but I've never heard of a point. Oh, it wasn't 10, it was .10. Oh, so that is really tiny. I thought that, I think I mistook the decimal for just an extension of the ellipsis. Or ellipses, or however you say it. I've never heard of a .10 caliber gun before. Maybe it's just like not a real gun, like a pellet gun or something? This bullet must be for a special kind of gun. I bet if you tried firing a bullet this small with a regular sized gun, it would just like fall right out. Yeah, it must have been a really small gun. I wonder how the bullet ended up here. I mean, we're in the bottom left on the south door of the room according to this map, or as I like to call it, the Downy door, the Downy left. That's pretty far from where Clay's body was. Maybe the police didn't think to look here. Plus, he was stabbed, not shot. Yeah, leave it to Detective Fulbright to accidentally hand us just the card we need. Bullet added to the court record, discovered in the gutter that runs along the south wall of the boarding lounge. It was fired from a .10 caliber hand. Why are we doing .10? .1? That extra zero on the end is excessive. .1 caliber. Part of me wants to Google if that's a real thing, but if it's not, I might accidentally see Ace Attorney spoilers. Okay, so anything else here to look at? I think that's it, so we can go back out from here. Okay. So is that everything? Looked at the harness, looked at the ground, looked at the vent, looked at the trash chute. So the trash chute was probably used to dispose of some forms of evidence. Okay, there's that door again. Okay, we can examine everything here. So this is the fingerprint recognition device. I guess you put your hand on this hand mark? Why guess when you can try now to line my hand up with the outline? Don't, Athena! This thing is related to the case! Get your prints all over it and the next thing you know, you'll be named a suspect! Wow, how can you be so cruel to a little girl like me? Sniffle, sob. It's because we know Amaya. We used to have Amaya, and she was constantly getting accused of murder, Athena. Oh wait, I just noticed that there's a crack on the window over here. Oh, I bet when we turned off the view screen, because I bet beforehand you probably couldn't see it. I don't think we looked over at this angle while the view screen was on, or if we did, I don't remember. So so the bullet probably hit, but if it hit that, how did it end up in the vent over there? I'm not buying those tears, Missy. Okay, can we look at there's a big dial on the wall. I wonder what this big knob is for. It looks like the knob on a stove. Well, it's the same shape, but I think that's where the similarities end. I mean, it's behind a glass pane. What kind of stove would require knob security like this? Well, the knob is straight up and down, so if it was for a stove, the burner would be off. Or 50% on, cranked down like that. Right, so if it was for a stove, I wonder what it's really for. Something turned on by a knob that's not a stove? How about a rocket engine? What? Huh?
The smallest gun caliber is from a Swiss minigun, 2.34 millimeters from fire 0.92 inches, which was in the Guinness World Record for being the smallest functioning revolver and is the smallest rimfire ammunition in the world.
Well, clearly this game is unrealistic now. We should just All right, we should just stop the game. We're gonna stop the game. We're shutting this down. Game is unrealistic. Goodbye, game. Game is gone. I'm sorry, we can't do this game. It's unrealistic. Guns like that don't exist. Can't do that. Okay, we'll put this back on. Enough of that. That bit wasn't worth it. Let me read some more comments in the chat. Six Timber says, already read that. I read that. Vera says, the way you say we love Pluto Moi is so hilarious to me. Okay, I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad I wasn't muted for that part. Extremity says, if Logan sent a message to aliens, what would it be? Probably just like, hey, send it, we got radio wave technology. Send us a message via radio wave. We're friendly. Wanna be neighbors. Extremity says, astronomy stream? When? If you want an astronomy stream, come on down to my work. Every time I worked a ton of shifts the past week and a half, though. I need a break. I had to do laser shows. I haven't done laser shows in ages. Had to run some laser beetle shows. Eglin said, the two genders, man and machine. Oh, when you say man and machine, that makes it sound cooler than man and robot. I like that. Extremity says, add quote, I wish women were real. And Vera says, oh man, Streamlabs. Oh, Streamlabs down? Hang on, is Streamlabs down? Let me test it out. I'm gonna try and do a command. I'll see if I need to go and like reboot the thing. Let's try do socials. Okay, so Streamlabs is up. Maybe there's like a long cooldown on adding quotes or something? Huh, I don't know.
They said what you'll say to an alien, Logan, not a girl you like.
Okay, that is fair. I do say that to girls I like all the time. I say, hey, send me a message via radio wave. Oddly enough, they never do. Is something wrong with me with doing that? Well, because I had was it the Voyager that sent out the big disc with all like the basic human knowledge, kind of showing what human anatomy is and our understanding of like math and stuff like that. I mean, that's a pretty basic message. But yeah, thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Let's play some more. If you had to start the engine here, the rocket would take off before you could get in. Then I guess all we can say for now is that it's a mystery knob. I want to turn a mystery knob. I want to try and get the circle on the circle. Circle on the circle. Well, maybe if I use my mouse. Circle. Ah, there we go, outsmarted it. Let's see, this door is... Where is that pamphlet? It leads to the rocket. We don't need to look at the pamphlet. Okay, here we are. It's the door to the corridor that leads to Launchpad 1. We went through it earlier when we went to Dr. Detective Fulbright, so I guess the security lock must be disengaged now, right? They say the corridor was filled with smoke at the time of the bombing. This thing beside the door, this must be the fingerprint recognition device, which reminds me, I think Prosecutor Blackwell talked about it at the trial. The notion of a third party in Launchpad 1 is utterly absurd. Just to enter the area from the lounge, one must pass through a door guarded by a fingerprint recognition device. And allow me to state up front that there are precious few with the clearance to do so. Except if the murder happened on this side of the door, it doesn't matter. Nobody had to go in through there. Then does this mean that the bomber's prints were verified by the system? But the number of authorized personnel was supposed to be really small. Voila, fingerprint powder! I brought it just in case something like this came up. I found it at the office. I've been just itching for a chance to use it. Let me guess, we're just gonna find Starbucks fingerprints on it. Or maybe we'll just find Fulbright's fingerprints on it. Maybe that's why he's sad. Maybe he did an oopsie-daisy-do murder. Wow, way to think ahead! Now, let's dust the fingerprint recognition device and see what we can find. You got it! Now to sprinkle some here, and a little over there, and... Are you not gonna make... Wait, then she's blowing a... I thought we get to do that as a game. And that was the whole thing with like the DS, they have the microphone, like blow into it. No mini game. I feel betrayed a little bit. Let's see what we have here. Oh, we got something. Aw, it's only a single set of Oh, okay, from like one person. I thought she was like disappointed there weren't two hands on it. Isn't that a good thing? Sure wish we could figure out whose prints these are. Although I doubt we'll be so lucky as to get the culprit's prints on the first try. Well, I'm willing to bet that Detective Fulbright has some fingerprint data. Yes, we should give it to him. Right, and there's the security footage of this door, too. Yes, here it is. It came up in court the other day. I wish we could see the part of the footage just after this bit. Well, they're both wearing gloves, right? The only time a glove was taken off was the victim, Clay, and they said it was like to check his pulse or something, unless that was a lie, maybe. Let me read some more comments in the chat. Bill says, SMT, why do you make me choices? Why do you make me make choices like this when I'm on neutral? On neutral? What does that mean? At least this one of the few games I'll follow a guide for. Wait, do you have like good and bad paths that you're heading for? Eglin said, psst, quote is spelled wrong. Oh, that's why Streamlabs didn't work, because you switched the you and the O. And Vera whisper, thank you. And then add quote, I wish women were real. And Vera said, we win. Beowulf said, yeah, there's a shortage, but we're not running out. So that is a relief. Exterminator says, is pure oxygen okay? Or do you need a mixture of gases? I don't know about, because I know like when my dad, after he had his stroke, he was on oxygen for a long time, and he'd have one of those like little tubes that go around your nose, and a little thing goes in there that shoots like pure oxygen to make sure his oxygen saturation was high. So I think you can. I don't know if there are downsides to it. I would imagine, and I could be wrong, but I would imagine the biggest downside to having like a pure or at least much more oxygen-rich atmosphere around you is that oxygen, I don't know if you guys know this, it's flammable. That's why you can like light matches and they burn. And so if you had like lots of oxygen in the air, I would imagine that you could potentially get lots of fire in the air, which is not good for breathing. Do not breathe fire. Just putting that out there. Exterminator says, Miku, ooh. Vera says, Miku's furry self. Exterminator says, I want to see Logan do a stream one day where he goes to a Hatsune Miku concert. There's so many streams, like if we could like somehow get this channel to the type of thing where we're at like hundreds of viewers or something like that, I would love to do crazy stuff. Like if I go to a convention, just carry around my phone and like live stream from the con or concerts. Vera says, tickets are like $60. That's actually not as expensive as I would have guessed, but still more money than I can afford. There's Mimo Mickey, how you doing? Saying, I was here during last stream, but then I forgot. It's okay, so last time, our client is an astronaut, his astronaut buddy was killed, and we're just investigating the scene. Really, that's about it. Not much to it. Oh, and the courtroom blew up and Apollo died or something like that. But how you doing, Mimo Mickey? Vera says, Ash! Okay, let's play a little bit more. I wish we could see the part of the footage just after this bit. Oh, because that would be right before the murder, wouldn't it? Let's ask the detective. With the mood he's in, he'll probably show it to us right away. If men are in a good mood, they will share snuff films with you. Yeah, he's in almost too good of a mood today. Let's go see if we can find him again once we're done this room. Okay, so I think that's probably everything for here, so let's back out. Obviously, we're gonna do the little spiderweb looking crack here. That's probably gonna be where the bullet was. We gotta do the outline. Do we have the security camera? I don't think we've clicked that yet. This must be the security camera that recorded the astronauts making their escape. Oh, let's commemorate this occasion with love and peace. Aw, that makes me miss it. Any of you guys watch Trigun? I know they had like a reboot of it that I haven't watched, Trigun Stampede. But Vash the Stampede, English dub, played by Johnny Young Bosch, used to do this thing where he wouldn't do a peace sign though. He would do like fingers crossed, but he would go love and peace, love and peace. So that's what I think about. If you're done now, shall we move on? Yeah, okay. But just one more for the road. Peace! Very mature. Phoenix is a stick in the mud nowadays. Anything else we want to click on though before? Okay, let's look at the chalk outline, then we'll look at the crack in the screen. So this is where they discovered Clay. Yeah, he was already dead when they found him. Let's take a look at the photo. I love photos of dead people. Dead photos. So he was stretched out like this and... What's that thing that looks like a thermos? Oh, I forget that Phoenix wasn't in court that day, so he doesn't know all the stuff. It's the asteroid samples, bro. That's the thing that Prosecutor Blackwell mentioned when I was in court with Apollo. He said that it contains asteroid samples. Sorry, I'm a very thirsty boy today. See, Bale said, yeah, up until Nocturne, only the humans in your party gained levels. Interesting. Crystal says, I think caliber .1 is big enough to kill us. I would imagine most things traveling at the speed of a bullet would probably be enough to kill you. But then again, I also hear people talking about like shotguns that if you have bird shot that it can really like hurt and injure you, but it's like not as likely to kill a person. But I don't know guns. Viewer says, oh no! Exterminator says, ad quote, that's what a finger is. It's just a meat stick. And that's where Extemporaneous says muted. Oh, so that means if I'm reading with the muted stuff, I'm probably like, am I doing a good job? Am I staying like kind of close to caught up in chat tonight? Am I actually streaming well? Well, I'm not streaming well because the muted thing. Exterminator says muted. Weekend says lol. Exterminator says the whole stream. Oh, so you guys were teasing. I mean, I still muted on accident, but yeah, I'm bad at this. Meanwhile, Mickey said we can't hear you, Logan. Weedle saying I was wondering if that was just a bit. Yeah, that's the ticket. It was a bit. Completely intentional. Eglin said, we got the meat stick comment, and past that was quite, okay, so must have, oh, you know what it probably was? I bet when I was holding my finger up to the camera like that, I bet my forearm probably grazed over that touch-sensitive button and probably muted me. So that's probably what it was. Viewer says, nope. Ah! Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do the opposite because you guys do that to get my attention with the chat. I'm gonna actually like, I'm gonna play some game. That'll teach you to tell me to read the chat when I'm already reading chat or probably just trying to jump scare me. Okay, he said that it contains asteroid samples. Oh right, Director Cosmos mentioned something about that too, didn't he? That they were brought back only 5 days ago by the probe that the Hat 1 launched. I wonder what they look like. Do you think they'll let us see? Well, let's think about that after we've solved the case, okay? Probably looked like rock. Oh, so that's it? We don't even get any evidence from the chalk outline? Okay, so now, oh, can we look at anything else here? So this has got to be the big thing. This right here is probably where the, again, this is probably where the bullet hit. Can I click any, like somewhere else, just the regular screen? With the holographic image off, the screen is completely black, which, for some reason, makes me think of losing, oh, this is what he said before. Okay, so now we gotta look at this. Click it. Hey, Mr. Wright, take a look at this. I already clicked it, Athena. Don't act like you discovered it. I noticed it. Out of my way, Athena. It looks like a bullet hole. Great find, Athena. It's pretty big. Whoever fired this shot must have been using a pretty large gun. Large guns, small guns. Make up your mind, lady. You think so? Based on my experience, I'd say this was fired from a... Wow!
Game.
Why? Why, chat? Why do you gotta do me like this? Thank you very much for the Monokuma redeem. Let's get to where there's some background music and then I will read some chat, okay? Deal? All right. I'd say this was fired from a regular pistol. Neither large nor small, just regular sized pistol. A pistol adequate to the job at hand, but not excessive enough that's particularly memorable, but it still gets the job done. Well, whatever size it was, somebody fired a gun in here, right? Well, apparently. This is an important fact. Do you see a bullet around somewhere? Let me guess, we were probably supposed to find this first. Oh, maybe we could like see if the bullet fits in the hole? No, the police might have taken it though. Bullet hole added to the court record. Is it because we think it's a different bullet then or something? Let's ask Detective Fulbright about this bullet hole later. Oh, and we're done. And I think we clicked on it. Oh, I love you. I love you. Who are you? You're my friend now. Can you be my girlfriend? Because you're a girl. You have a little eyelash and boobs. I mean, that's what they are. They're boobs. Can I marry her? Am I allowed to marry Robot Girl? I love her. I love her so much. Welcome to the Space Center, guests. Welcome. Yikes! What in the world? Why am I feeling these feelings? My name is Ponko. P-O-N. Chat, I am marrying Ponko. do not judge our love. What we have is special. Okay, now that we're blessing our eyeballs with Ponko, I can read some chat. I wonder if Ponko's gonna testify in the stand. Oh, I hope Ponko's not the murderer. Ponko's a murderer.
This is what loneliness do to you. Chat, please do not recreate.
That is fair, but okay, you gotta admit she is adorable. Right? Right? Thank you for the TTS. Even though you're judging me. I'm gonna read some chat. Let's see. Extremaria says, I want to stream, but it's just muted, Logan. I'd watch that. It's the opposite of ASMR. Oh, we could do a stream. Oh, you know, it'd be kind of fun. It would require so much setup to do an entire stream that's done like an old-timey silent movie. Like have some old like organ loft type of music playing and just have title cards that type out whenever I say something. That'd be kind of fun. Let's see, Crystal saying laughing. Vera said, just exaggerated Logan expressions. Mickey said, me and my friend are talking about making an infection AU, you know, like the ones about My Little Pony from TikTok. What should we do one about? Like an infection AU. So is that like where it's like My Little Pony, but they're zombies or a plague or something? You could do it in, I was gonna say Danganronpa, but there's already a lot of death and things in there. I'll have to think about that. Here's a Danganronpa, see, it's the first idea. Eglin said, about fingerprint scanners, I did see a comment on potentially wearing the skin like a glove. That way the fingerprint has the body heat to read properly. I've heard of like people using like plastic, like latex gloves that you press against, but then creates like a mirror image. Or I guess you do it inside out and then it's the right way. I don't know. Something like that. Bale said, yes, 10mm guns do exist. Well, apparently this is a .1mm gun. Mimika said, ooh, I was thinking that. Not sure what the infection could be. And I was also thinking about doing a Persona. Oh, that'd be good. Persona 1, maybe the infection is people turning into shadows or something. Extremaria says, what is an infection, AU? I'm gonna guess that, yeah, it's like a plague of some sort. This is news to me, too. Eglin said, love how my immediate thought was bug snacks, but let's see, I gotta scroll down a little bit more. Oh, Extemporaneous with a would you rather. Would you rather drink only apple juice from now on or drink only orange juice from now on? Orange juice, without question. Apple juice is great, but I gotta take it in like low doses. If I drink a lot of apple juice, it does messed up stuff to my stomach. Orange juice is very acidic, but it's like, I could deal with it more than apple juice. So I think, because assuming that I'm getting all of my hydration from it, orange juice. See, that was an easy one. Okay. Back in the game in Ponko. Aw, I love her. But I want to get to know her as a person, and I hope that she is not a murderer. If she's a murderer, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna be so angry at this game. Oh, and her face changes color. Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you looking around? Choose one. I will guide you. I'm alone, Ponko. That's what I need you to help me with. And this is good too, because in Persona 3, the game still refuses to let us meet Robot Girl there, so we've met Robot Girl here. It's a robot? I am not a robot, I am Ponko. So she's not a robot girl, she's a Ponko girl. Psychological observation and navigation companion. What?
Ponko stands for Psychological Observation and Navigation Companion.
See, there we go. Perfect timing, Vero. Thank you very much. Thank you for the 10 bits there. So I wonder if Ponko is somehow related to the widget that Athena has, because like it's like a psychological gizmo, right? That gives her powers. Maybe they're related. Maybe like it's a friend of a friend type of a thing. Go, oh, you know, widget, small world. Why don't you have dinner with me tonight, Ponko? Ponco, Ponko! Well, I'm glad we got that cleared up. Oh, Ponko, I missed you. Oh, wait, Athena knows, but oh, so there is some history here. I have missed you. Huh? Do you know this thing? Don't call her a thing. She is a beautiful woman, Phoenix. Ponko is a beautiful woman. Oh, she showed us around the last time when I came here with Apollo. Oh, you're such a good girl, Ponko. That's a good girl. Is this supposed to simulate that? Is she like petting Ponko? Oh, thank you. I'm so happy, so very happy. She has emotions. If she can experience happiness, she can experience love. Wow, a guide robot, a guide Ponko, Phoenix. That's pretty cool. My name is Phoenix Wright. Nice to meet you. I don't know you. I don't know you. Stranger danger. Stranger danger. Huh? Ouch. That hurt. Oh, she has to register people she meets for the first time. Please register him, Ponko. Certainly. Commencing guest registration. Please tell me your name. A nickname is fine too. Good thing Maya's not here to shout, Nick! He's Nick, right? Okay, I gotta read some more in the chat. I'm delighted by everything that is happening suddenly.
TTS, I've seen this game before. I think the name is Detroit Become Human.
And so then what's gonna happen is that we're gonna, oh, does that mean that is she gonna save Trucy from Phoenix? Phoenix is a different kind of bad father. He's not like abusive like the dad was in Detroit Become Human. He's just negligent. And so Ponko and Trucy are gonna be on the run. And then is Fulbright gonna be the Connor character? No. Fulbright has to be Anderson. So then Fulbright gets his own robot sidekick, and they go like chasing down. I love this alternate universe. I wish I was a good artist so I could draw fan art of this. I love this idea. Thank you very much to the TTS. But yeah, let's read some more comments in the chat. Mima Mickey says, an infection AU is like the ones about MLP, a horror AU where a virus is spreading. That virus mutates people into horrible monsters. Exterminator says, yowzers. Mima Mickey said, I can DM you some really good ones. I'm not really into My Little Pony because I love horror. Exterminator says, shrugs, go for it. Eglin said, yeah, no, a bug snacks infection AU would not work. Well, I mean, it's tough to have like a zombie thing if you're already eating the things. Although that could be the problem, is you can't eat them because they're zombies now. Exterminator says, nah, it was a game with Emma, but with Thina, it is no game. She means business. Crystal says, Sage. Quick Kitty said, just finished some work in progress storyboards for the clip. I think I did good, lol. I did a good job making Junies spooky. Do we get to see the work in progress, or do we have to wait until it's done? Said, but I think everything I have up is making stream lag, sorta, so I'll work on the actual frame/stills tomorrow. Okay, that could be, because I feel like image editing software can use a lot of RAM. Exterminator says, don't let him catch up! That's an order, soldiers! There you go, okay, fine. I won't let me catch up extemporaneous, but why would I? When I've found the love of my life here. Look at the way her head spins. It's amazing. His name is Phoenix. A bit overly formal, but I'll allow it. I'd prefer that she call me mine. Phoenix, please let me get a good look at you. Your face, just your face. Oh, I'm gonna check out the rest of you, though. Oh, sure. Registering. Facial registration sequence complete. We are now officially friends. Nice to meet you, Phoenix. I'm not gonna count that as friend zoning. That is us becoming friends first as a stepping stone to becoming spouses. Huh? This robot is pretty cute. See, Phoenix is coming around. He's like, oh, now that I mention it, oh yeah. You made a friend, boss. Isn't it great? Phoenix, Athena, allow me to guide you right this way. Oh, goody! Let's go, boss! Go where? This is so sudden! I'm not ready! Oh, wow! Oh, where are we? Oh, is that the coat that... no, that's not the coat Apollo has, because he's already wearing the coat. But this has got to be similar to that coat, I guess? December 19th, Cosmos Space Center, Space Museum. Ooh. Oh, are these little jellyfish aliens? This must have looked cool in 3D on the 3DS. Oh, wow, what is this place? Is that rocket real? Whoa. Welcome. The Space Museum is open to the public every day of the year from 9... Why? What have I done that is objectionable? Other than love? Thank you, Edgeworth. May I have another? Fine, I'll read some more in the chat. Crystal says, meow. Somebody says, yes, meow. That'll confuse him. Crystal says, Logan, stop. What did I do? Quigaty said, also, this was the first time I've ever drawn Junies. That was fun. Oh, Crystal with a tomcat. Mima Mickey says, meow. Extemporaneous says, meow. Crystal with an emote. Quigaty said, making animatics for Logan clips is going to be great practice for drawing AA characters. Crystal with another emote. Oh, and Quigaty the hydrate command. I'll do that right now. Thank you very much. Still a little bit left there. Crystal says, mission accomplished. He stopped reading chat. No more catching up. Exterminator says, good work, crew. The Mimiki did the Monokuma redeem. Exterminator says, it is a game, though, to be fair. Mimiki said, I find it funny that it's taking a bit to pop up. I miss the bird ones. Crystal says, Mimiki agreed. Crystal says, oh, robot. Exterminator says, Logan meets robot. Immediately falls in love. Well, can you blame me? Look, she's adorable. She's so cute. The Space Museum is open to the public every day of the year from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's sad. That means she doesn't get to celebrate Christmas. She has to work on Christmas. Learn about the history of our nation's space development and the Hat 1 project. The rocket is just a replica, but it's the same size as the real one. The Space Museum. Oh, here it is on the map. Okay, so this will somehow be important. Okay, so it's on the exact opposite side of the main building from Launchpad 1. The Space Center pamphlet updated in the court record. Ask me anything. Anything. I will explain. Well, anything. Are you single, Ponko? Do you like me? Here. Write on a note here. Check the box. Yes or no, do you like me? Ponko? Ponko, will you marry me? Ponko? All right, first of all, we gotta present everything. We gotta court her properly. We have to impress her by showing her that we have a stable job, that we can support a family, that we are an attorney. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know anything about that. Oh, okay, no problem. I'm so sorry. I wasn't helpful. I'll try to do better in the future. Please don't hate me. I don't hate you. I can never hate you, Ponko. I love you, Ponko. Poor thing. Now I feel bad for asking. Crap, is this gonna happen every time we present evidence? Game, don't toy with my emotions. I don't want to put Ponko through this, but I want to see if there's any extra dialogue. Well, okay, let's just go through the autopsy report. Okay, crap, doesn't know anything. Now she's gonna start crying. Okay, next thing. Space Center diagram. Here we go! This facility is Yuri Cosmos' greatest achievement. Oh, I didn't realize it was the personal achievement of just the one man. Director Cosmos taught me to say it like that. It's actually a Why there's so many of those tonight? Oh, it's Phoenix! Phoenix, how you doing? Vera, are you still here? Can you do a shout out for our good buddy Phoenix Hero? And I will do some more reading in the chat, then I'll slowly catch up with Phoenix. How are you? Welcome. Chat's been mean to me. Phoenix making all sorts of alert noises.
Give me a G.
Oh, it's a Minecraft.
Yeah. Give me a space. Give me a...
You were inside that person's face. What is your friend doing?
Give me an exclamation point. Give me an exclamation point. Give me an exclamation point.
What?
I'm gonna make this into a clip.
Go.
It's like cheerleading, where instead of like doing all the dance, they just occasionally stick their butt out like that. Cheerleaders. But how you doing, Phoenix? Welcome. Playing Phoenix, right? Phoenix, I have found my new love. Is this robot? I hope all of us can approve of my happiness.
TTS, we're not mean. We were just meow 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 meowing.
Well, you're doing very loud with other noises besides just meowing, but thank you very much for the TTS. I can't stay mad at you, chat. Y'all are wonderful. Let's read some more here, though. Exterminator says, Logan meets robot, immediately falls in love. Crystal says, laughing. Vera says, oh no, the loneliness is taking its toll. Crystal says, Logan, no! Mimik says, what loneliness does to a mother effer. Queen Katie said, oh hey, it's the Robo! Oh, an extemporaneous with a clip. Okay, so here, Phoenix, I gotta show you this clip then, and you can judge. Phoenix, since you are an objective third party, you just got here, you can tell me if my reaction to this was appropriate or not. Okay, so this clip from Extemporaneous is titled Love at First Sight, Heart. So tell me Oops, I accidentally clicked the game capture. I forgot because I was still on that from earlier. Here's the clip. Okay. Phoenix, let me know if my reaction was appropriate here, okay? Later. Oh, and we're done. And I think we clicked on it. Oh, I love you. I love you. Who are you? You're my friend now. Can you be my girlfriend? Because you're a girl. You have a little eyelash and boobs. I mean, that's what they are. They're boobs. Can I marry her? Am I allowed to marry Robot Girl? I love her. I love her so much. Later. See, I think that what we have is pure and wonderful. Everybody, Quick Katie said, I just came back to this cutie pie. Chris says, Logan plus Robo, for real, for real. Xterminator says, L plus R. Oh, snap, that works out to LR. Logan Robo, it works. Chris says, who's riding an infection? AU Mima Mickey is. Crystal says, love those AUs. Mima Mickey said, me and my friend. Crystal said, which characters you infecting? Vera says, does apathy syndrome count as an infection AU? Oh, I didn't even think about that. I guess Persona 3 kind of already is, but you could do like a Persona 5 one or 4 or something like that. Sorry, I'm behind Phoenix, so I don't know if you've been saying stuff in the chat, but it is good to see you here. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day, wonderful week. Let's read a couple more comments and we will get back in the game here. See, Beowulf said, that is not how that works. That is a 10 millimeter gun. The decimal works off of meters. Oh, okay. So I don't know how guns work, but thank you for the correction. Crystal says, I mean, I guess just make it more gory and it's an infection AU. Bo said, I tried to clip, but the link did not copy for some reason. Wait, what did you clip? Oh, it's Bumbo. Also, I was so caught up what you're saying. Bumbo, how are you doing? Welcome. Oh boy, howdy. You got here just in time for me being apparently pathetic according to chat. Okay, I will let, you know what, we're just gonna cleanse our palate with some more Ponko. It's actually a facility for space development, but don't tell anyone I said that. How could Director Cosmos teach such a pure and innocent robot to lie for him? Exactly, she's pure, she's sweet, she's innocent. I will protect her. All right, speaking of pure, sweet, innocent, hey, you wanna see a bloody knife? I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know anything about. Okay, it's the same thing she says when she doesn't know anything, then she starts crying. And let's show the bombing report. Doesn't know anything about the bombing report. Let's try the evacuation report. Doesn't know anything about the evacuation report. Okay, we're about halfway through our evidence. We'll just zip through the rest of these. The launch pad door, doesn't know anything about that. And the security camera footage, doesn't know anything about that. Okay, next is what, the oxygen tank, I think? Oh wow, we have more evidence than I thought we did. Doesn't know anything about oxygen tank. Pamphlet? This facility is, okay, so this is the same thing as the same before about Yuri Cosmos. So that's not new dialogue. We're getting through this really quickly. Only 3 more pieces of evidence. Control door lock. Control room, I mean door lock. Okay, nothing new there. 2 more pieces of evidence. Bullet. Nope. Okay, and then finally it'll be bullet hole. And nothing there. Okay, well that was still worth it. So now we get to talk to her. Now that we have wooed her and impressed her with our career path and our variety of items, we can talk to her. The Hat One. This is quite the place. I can't believe we get to see a rocket this close up. This is a replica of the Hat One that was launched 7 years ago. It's exactly like the real Hat One, inside and out. Phew. Scroll back down. Its little brother, the Hat 2, was supposed to launch the other day. I wonder if Ponko knows why the launch was canceled. Oh, let's not tell her that someone was murdered. I don't want her to know. Over there is an exhibit about the launch 7 years ago. Check it out, check it out. Carissa Rella, thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? Raiding with a party of 5. Vera, can we do a shout out for Carissa Rella? I actually saw you were live earlier and was gonna pop over to look like you were playing Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. And I haven't played the game yet, so I didn't want to have spoilers, but how are you? We've just met my new favorite best girl character in this game. I want to marry Ponko so bad. So what? Oh, there's a shout out.
He's so cute.
Oh, look at little Fulbright. Look at little Fulbright.
I love him. Do you not see him? Blackwell who? Hello?
I see you have excellent taste there, Carissa Rella. Well, I am, as always, a little bit behind chat. I'm gonna scroll down to where the raid happened, though. He's doing little finger things. I like it when they push the finger together and then the fingers go up a little bit. Kind of shows the pressure of it. I like it, but how was your stream? Thank you for the raid. Let's see, I see Honest Magpie saying Carissa's chaotic community is raiding through, and there's Mayhem Maker, there is Vex, there's Carissarella, Vex is Ponko, my beloved. You are not stealing her away from me. She is my wife. I've established I'm marrying Ponko. Our love is pure and wonderful. But you can be friends with her. Let's see, Mayhem with some hearts. Carissarella says, hi, I'm good, how you? Vera does the shout out. Vex says, Ponko, my beloved. Carissarella, the keyboard slams, says, oh my gosh, perfect. Extremane's with the eyes. Vera says, I flinched, I thought it was spoilers. Queen Katie said, same. Carissarella says, laughing, bro, me too. Queen Katie says, lol. Extremane says, I think it's like from case 1. Don't worry, like if I see something come up from an Ace Attorney game, if it's a character I don't recognize or a scene I don't recognize, I will put something over it. I gotta be careful I don't bump this. I actually muted myself earlier when I was talking about fingers being meat sticks. Let's see. Queen Katie says, lol. Extremane says, I think it's from case 1. It's like his little fingies. Vex says, nope. It's just cute, full bride. Extremane's with another emote. Carissarella says, it was good. Always busy with Ace Attorney streams. Saying, Ponko is great. Vex says, Ponko is a lesbian. I'm sorry. Please. I want to have a chance with Ponko. Maybe she's bi. And just has bi-curious, wants to experiment with being straight. Maybe. Please. Miyamiki says to Crystal, ooh, I can do that. Who else besides Hajime and Makoto should be injected? Mayhem says, I'm good, just tired. Lol, do you have a long day? Well, welcome. Okay, I think it's most of you are people who have been here before. But for anyone who's new with the raid, hi, I'm Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Currently alternating between this, Dual Destinies, and Persona 3 Reload. So that means tomorrow's stream, Friday's stream will be Persona. Wherever we end up leaving off tonight, we'll continue on Sunday. But hi everybody. And also, I get very behind in chat. I'm not too far behind tonight, maybe like 20 minutes behind, if that. So when I scroll back up, I'll be reading a lot of stuff that new people won't be able to see. But I do read every comment in chat out loud, just so you know. I promise. But let's read a few more things from the raid before I scroll back up. Let's see, Vex says, maybe she's bi, same brain cell. Vera says, rip. Says, you have Robot Girl in P3. I know, but I still haven't met her yet. And Fuuka is adorable, and I don't know, I hope it's not a difficult choice. Oh yeah, and Vera just posted my socials. There's a link tree. It includes a Discord invite, a TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, all that stuff. Check it out to your heart's content, everybody. Mimiki says, also for Persona 1, it could be the Take 2, reading is hard, it's fundamental. It could be that the Persona users get turned into their personas or something. The main characters aren't saved from my AU. Chris says, Byakuya will make him die before the infection spread on him. Do you not like Byakuya, Crystal? Okay, so now I can scroll back up to before the raid. But again, welcome, Raiders. Carissarella, I hope your great Ace Attorney stream went well. I do look forward to the day when I played like all the games in the series and I can just like watch people play and I don't have to worry about spoilers. After this one, obviously we'll do Spirit of Justice, then Great Ace Attorney. But yes, welcome. Okay, let's see what Ponko, beautiful, wonderful, bisexual Ponko is saying. It's gonna teach us about a coat with a hole in it. Spacesuits, photos, newspaper articles? I'd like to come here again on my day off. Those are the 3 things I love. Spacesuits, photos, and newspaper. Hey, what's this a photo of? Oh, okay. Oh, so that's gotta be, that's gotta be Starbuck before he turned his hair into a rocket. And then we have wonderful floofy looking hair Clay. Okay, so these 2 have got to be new characters. Oh, there's Ponko! Oh, Ponko's in the group photo, and she has like, did they toilet paper her? It looks like they have smiley little faces. I love you, Ponko.
WDYM. I love Baikuha. I just want him to die human. I'm being kind.
Oh, okay, so it's like a mercy killing. I get it. Thank you very much, Crystal, for the TTS. Okay, so one of these 3 has got to be the murderer then. These 2... We haven't met either of them, so one of these 2 has got to be like the witness that Fulbright was talking about. Crap, is this gonna... There's still so much in this chapter. Unless... Oh, and I also love this music. I'm gonna guess maybe this is before the Hat 1 launch. And so maybe like one of these two died in the launch, and that's going to be like a big point of contention. And whichever one survived is the murderer. It could still be Yuri Cosmos. I was suspecting him from the beginning. Oh, Ponko. As long as Ponko is not the killer, that's all that matters. Oh, I wish I could tell what this says on her arm. I mean, it's written in hiragana, but it's like so kind of sloppy. I can't quite tell. Oh well, it's delightful. Phoenix, that's the staff of the Hat One project. Oh, hey, there's Mr. Starbuck. Oh, he looks so young and so different. And that's. What is it, Athena? Is something wrong? Okay, well, two things first of all. So if this is Hat One, so 7 years ago, so Clay has to be pretty young, because didn't we establish Apollo's like 23? So, I mean, if he's 23, then he'd be what, 16 here? Like, if they're assuming they're the same age? Okay, so I guess he could still be hanging out. I feel like NASA wouldn't accept high school age astronauts. Or how old is our victim in here somewhere? Yeah, he was 23 also. So if this was 7 years ago, well, we're just gonna ignore it. It's Japan. In Japan, like, he was the student council presidents run the country, so it's fine. They're obsessed with teenagers. Okay, in Athena's thing, I bet maybe one of these two over here was the person who was murdered in her flashback, had the pools of blood and everything. What is it, Athena? Is something wrong? Oh, nothing! I just thought Mr. Starbuck looked really young too. That's all. Well, it was 7 years ago after all, so the young guy standing next to Mr. Starbuck is Clay Terran, the victim. So they were mentor and protege, even way back then. And he's even got one of the staff jackets. He looks just like a regular staff member. No, Clay was still a student then. He just borrowed one of Solomon's old jackets. Okay, so that explains it then. This is adorable. Let me read a few more comments in the chat though, because I'm slowly getting farther behind again. See, Mimuki says to Vero, I don't think so. Most of the ones I see change them physically and mentally, so I don't know. Vera said, the game beat me to it. Xemaria says, I like how Ponko winds the arms. I know everything about Ponko is adorable. Hang on a second. Oh, wait, crap, what happened? Did the chat just scroll without me? I know, I just gotta scroll up just a little bit. The chat scrolled, I hope I didn't miss anything. Hang on. Okay, good. Nothing disappeared into the void, but almost did. It almost did. Mimika said, depends on if you're talking about a Danganronpa or a Persona one. Oh, yeah, see, Bumbo says, I have no idea why I've been having so many problems with mobile Twitch. Anyways, bye, Bumbo. I'm sorry that you're having problems with mobile Twitch. It's awesome seeing you. I love having you here. If the problems get resolved, we'd love to hang out with you more. Good night, Bumbo. Crystal says, Miyamiki, are you an infection AU of Danganronpa? Bumble says, lonely man. Quick Kitty said, oh man, I'm out of peach rings. Feedy. Are those the sour gummy ones? Let's see, Miyamiki said both Danganronpa and Persona. Crystal says, ooh, that's cool, Vera said, and Phoenixless Universe. Miyamiki said, Danganronpa, any ideas? I mean, I don't know what the infection should be for Danganronpa. Crystal says, kill Hajime first. Hajime and his giant badonka-donkers? Extremity says, but his big bonkers. Quick Katie said, I posted the WIP in the artwork channel. Don't worry, it's not much, but it'll show exactly what I planned for the animatic. Can't wait to see it. Eglin said, despair disease, but Weiss. Crystal says to Extremities, can we cry on his big bonkers? Says to Eglin, oh my gosh, yes, that's genius. Mimika says, what does that include? Crystal says, despair disease that makes them like cry, like crying disease, but the tears are acid. Crystal says, yes, we're burning their faces. Extremities says, ayo, Logan breeding Phoenix into his Ponko idea. Crystal says, melt them. And there's where Phoenix Hero arrives. Say, surprise! How are you doing, Phoenix? Are you still here? I hope you're still here. It's good seeing you. Crystal's laughing. Extremities says, got him. Crystal says, Logan is getting a heart attack. Crystal says, stop. Mimik says, maybe normally infected gets mutated into a monster, and I want to do that. But I still like that. England said, Ponko vaguely reminds me of the playable character in the VR game Cosmonius High, the Prismy. I haven't heard of that before, but I might have to look it up because Ponko is delightful. In fact, here, hang on. I'm gonna copy that down into my text file of notes over here. Cosmonius High. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Hang on. I am not good at things tonight. There, I copied it down. Thank you very much. Quick says, Ponko sprites are my favorite. I love them. Except says, confession. Confess. I still need to make an AMA for the next Just Chatting. There was a Phoenix did an approved command. What was it for? Queen Katie said, do the robots have concept art? I need to check. Vera said, I love you so dearly, Logan, but you try flirting with Ponko. I'm reminded of that one clip of I Show Speed flirting with a robot. Wait, Vera, recap. What is this? Have I seen this before? Is this something that I don't remember? What is the clip of I Show Speed flirting with a robot? When did that happen? Okay, we should play some game. I didn't quite get to where the raid was. Hang on, I gotta get a sip of water. We'll play some more game, hang on. Also, one quick second. Actually, I left my backup water over there. I just gotta reach over and grab it really quickly. Hang on one second. I'm still here. Okay, I just had to grab it from the end table over there. Okay. At some point, we need to figure out what her arm says. Hang on a second. I need to remember to breathe while I'm talking. No, Clay was still a student then. He just borrowed one of Solomon's old jackets. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Clay would have still been in high school 7 years ago. What?
Another streamer called I Show Speed. I can send the clip later.
Oh, please do. I would love to see it. For some reason, I thought this was something that maybe I'd already seen. So please do that. I would love to. Maybe I can learn something. Was I Show Speed good at flirting? Can I learn how to properly win Ponko's heart? Just for reasons, for reasons, you know. Well, thank you very much for the 10 bits. Okay, so I wonder if, I do like how the jacket got passed down from Starbuck to Clay and then to Apollo. So it's going through all of them. Except it looks like he has fewer stars on his shoulder. So it must be that when he got his new promotion, he got a new jacket with new stars instead of just getting a new star. Everybody looks so happy and alive. Definitely not murdered yet or murdering each other. This space museum is great. What fantastic exhibits. We're not going to talk about the coat with a big hole in it. This area used to be Launchpad 2. That's why the only entrance is on the 3rd floor. Would it be better if they just made a new ground floor entrance instead? There was talk of it, but they had to scrap their plans because of the budget cuts. Budget cuts. We need more money. Who would record that kind of information into a guide robot? While it was in space, the Hat One launched a probe called Hope. I hope for money. The Hope probe collected some samples from an asteroid and returned 5 days ago. That's what Director Cosmo said too. He told us it came back the day before Clay was killed. And here it is, the Hope space probe. Aw, it's shiny. I think I've seen that logo somewhere before. Let's see. Oh yeah, the capsule that the victim was carrying. I think it had the same logo. I think it can be seen in the photo attached to the autopsy report. Maybe she'll give me some more info if I show it to her. I did show it to her, and she didn't give us info. Let's try. Present. Wait, crap, which one was it? Was it the autopsy report that he said had the picture? Yeah, there it is. So we got to present that to her. Ponko, do you recognize this capsule here in the top right? Next to the dead body of one of your friends? I gotta read some more in the chat though. Crystal says, oh, maybe some despair disease that turns their bodies into rotten cannibals, Mimo Mickey. The more they eat, the more they rot. I have too many gory ideas that I like to admit. I wanna say, pardon me, my first gut reaction was to say, but Crystal, but you're usually so sweet and pure. But then I remember that you come into chat and you say boo half the times. This is scary. Extremity says Phoenix equals Phoenix. I just realized that. Phoenix says hiya. Extremity says we are innocent. We would never be mean. Quick Kitty said bad news. No robo concept art. That's okay. It's because they drew her the first time and they realized she was immediately perfect. Phoenix says to Exterminate's Law, yup, welcome to my world. Exterminate says, Logan doesn't like meow/cats. He doesn't like puppies. What does he like? Phoenix says, Ponko is bae. Ponko is so bae. Ponko is before anyone else. Mima Mickey says, or maybe it could be like how the Divine's Wap Feather one, there is no real gore. Their body's just twisted in horrible ways. I don't know what that is. Crystal says, kicking puppies. Crystal says to Mew, make you love that too. Phoenix says, woo, I shall judge thee. Eglin said, I wish Cosmonious High had more content made of it. It's so cute. Mew Mickey said, who should be infected? Quick K said, Logan, what, sir? Mew Mickey said, the pro tags can be infected, of course, if you want. Exterminator says, Logan literally did the cartoon equivalent of steam coming out of his ears of Ponko. Chris says, Hajime and Makoto, so everyone is in despair. Phoenix says, Robo boobs for the win. I mean, they were there. I was just picking up on contextual cues to let me know that she was a lady and single and ready to mingle. Crystal says, I crave angst. Mimika said, and Makoto and Hajime are aware, but they can't control their bodies. Bayo said, it's just metric. Crystal says to Mimo Mickey, make them cry while they do horrible things because of guilt. I crave violence and angst. And Phoenix with the lurk. Thank you for the lurk, Phoenix. I don't know if you can hear me, but I appreciate it. Crystal says, have a great lurk, Phoenix. Phoenix says, thanks. There's where the raid is. What was that? Oh, Honest Magpie. Thank you so much for the follow. For some reason, I thought you already followed because I've seen you here multiple times. But thank you. I assume that means that I finally have won you over enough to want to hang out and be friends with us. So thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. Honest Magpie, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will try my best to live up to whatever expectations you might have for me here. Okay, let's play some actual game. I scrolled down to where I left off after the raid, and yeah, let's play this here. Ponko, do you recognize this capsule here in the top right? Checking registered data. I know, it's the Hope capsule. It was carried inside the Hope probe. It contained the asteroid samples, right? Yes, it was designed to store the samples gathered by the Hope probe. It's been stored in the safe in Launchpad 1 ever since it returned to Earth. It must not be removed! It must not be removed! Don't worry, Ponko. The people in charge already know what happened. They do. I must ask them later. I do not trust you, Athena. You seem like a liar, McLiarson. So the capsule was being kept in Launchpad 1, huh? Maybe Clay was trying to carry it to safety after the explosion. The Space Center staff must have really been really excited to finally get the capsule back. But it's a pity this incident occurred before they got a chance to check the contents. Well, the police took it as evidence, so they'll have to wait a little longer. Hope capsule added to the court record found in the victim's possession. It recently returned from a 7-year mission and contains asteroid samples. Let me read a couple more comments here. See, Carisarella says, hate to raid and run, but I have to go to bed because work, and one day I will be here for a stream without a raid. Well, Carisarella, you probably are already gone and can't hear me, but if you could somehow hear me, thank you again so much for the raid. Sleep well, have an awesome day at work tomorrow, get enough rest. Thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it, and I hope to be able to come and hang out at one of your streams one day. Like I said, I had a little bit of time earlier, and I tried to pop over, but you were playing a game with spoilers. I'm sorry. Vera said, rest well. Don't worry about it, dude. Carisarella says, hope to be here to see more of Fulbright. Speaking of which, we got all the stuff we need to show Fulbright. Although, you know, Ponko, I'm sorry, Fulbright is great. But if I had to choose between Ponko and Fulbright, I would choose Ponko. I'm so sorry, but I would choose Ponko. Exterminator says, good night, Carisarella. Don't worry. Carisarella says, good night. Queen K says, babies. Oh, there's a poll. Says, who's your favorite character in this case? Ponko with 5 exclamation points. Says, I forgot we're playing. I mean, we sort of play games. Says Starbuck. No, seriously, who else is there? All right, I'm gonna vote Ponko. I would vote more than once if I could vote more than once in my own polls. See, and Vera says goodnight to Carisarella. Crystal says, Ponko cutie. Mimika said, should the infection be like divine swamp fever or like the graveyard plague? Those are my favorite MLP infection AUs. If you can tell, I don't know what that means, but they're ominous sounding. And Quick 80 said, I mean, Clay's wearing a high school uniform in that picture. Wait, was he? Oh, probably under the coat. I didn't even think about that. So you are more perceptive than I am. Okay. Hope capsule added to the court record. All right, so now we just talk to her some more, right? Launchpad layout. The way to the Space Center launchpad is the way the Space Center launchpad is set up is really cool. Would you like me to tell you about it? Would you? I would like you to tell me about anything you want to tell me about, Ponko. The setup of the launch pad? Go gentle on my spiky-haired mind. Yes, you hear that? You hear that, Ponko? Be gentle with me. Be gentle, Ponko. I want to know. Don't be gentle with me, be rough. Phoenix wants to know too. Great, now Athena's got a case of Ponko-itis. I do. I have Ponko-itis and there's no cure and I never want there to be a cure. Hooray, I will tell you then. The rocket is built right inside the launch pad structure. When the rocket is complete, it's moved along with the launch pad over the rails. And brought into position at the launch site. Isn't it cool? Isn't it? We used to have a big budget, so that's how we could build it all. It's very cool. A grand setup that suits an important place, like the Space Center. What? Huh?
You're gonna make me draw Phoenix X Ponko if you keep at it, Logan. ITLL curse you.
Okay, I'm glad I looked at the writing because when it said Phoenix X Ponko, TTS girls sound like saying, because Phoenix ends with a S sound going into the X. It sounded like TTS girl said, you're gonna make me draw Phoenix Sex Ponko. Like, watch, you're gonna make me draw Phoenix Sex Ponko, like sex as a verb. And like, I'm not forcing you to do any of that. Their love is pure, and Phoenix is still holding a candle for Iris of Hazakura in my mind, and Edgeworth when Edgeworth is in town. But so Ponko is for me. Okay? Ponko is for me, Vero. But please draw stuff. I would love to see adorable fan art. I would not sex stuff. Don't draw Phoenix sexing. Ponko is not for lewd. Ponko is for marriage. Very chaste marriage where the stork brings babies instead of sexy antics. But thank you very much for the TTS. I appreciate it. I guess everyone is hoping for a bigger budget next year, myself included. I'm guessing the whole thing is operated from the control room, huh? That it is, but it can also be operated from the new command center too. Either way, the safety lock in the boarding lounge has to first be disengaged. Oh, that must be the big dial that we saw. I guess before a big move like that can be carried out, there are all kinds of procedures. I would love to see the launch pad being moved. When's the next one scheduled for? never. Searching data. All future plans have been put on hold. Because of the bombing and the murder, I bet. Murder will do that, which is perfectly understandable. Well, when was the last time it was moved? Searching data. I'm sorry, that answer isn't in my answer database. I guess Ponko can only answer certain questions. Well, we certainly learned a lot about the Space Museum. A lot about ourselves. And a lot about each other, Ponko. Thank you, Ponko. You explained everything very well. I love to explain. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Oh, I wish I was to explain. Then Ponko would love me. Oh, the poll is done. It looks like Starbuck won with 50% of the vote. Ponko in second place with 43%, with Crystal contributing 210 channel points. Aw. Is it because you got to see Starbuck with scruffy hair instead of rocket hair? Let's see, Vera said he maybe lied like Kaito and Danganronpa about his age. Or even better yet, like Hugh O'Connor, like Uragoner lied. X-Ray says, also, I don't think he has to necessarily go on trips that young. He can still be part of it, though. Vera said, yeah, you can see his school uniform under the jacket. Yeah. Krista says, Mew Mickey, ooh, Graveyard was a good AU. Queen Katie said, oh no, the Twitch glitch happened again. Now it's Weedle. 8 Weedle messages at top. They're just eating. They're Waka Waka Pac-Man eating the messages. X-Ray says, that's just you, but hooray for infinite Weedles. Oh, it is, because an 8 turned on its side is infinity. Quick Kitty says, rah! X-Ray says, rah, rah, Rasputin. Quick Kitty said, last time it happened, it was Rukov saying stream back. It was so funny, lol. Mimik said, I think it's still being worked on. Divine Swamp Fever is too. There's a Rukov command. There we go. X-Ray says, he's gone rebel. Anarchy retreat. Must have been when I got the water. So that means I'm getting close to catching up. I must be so close to catching up. Okay, let's play a little bit more of the game though. And by the way, we are past the 2-hour mark now. So we are at the point in the stream where it's perfectly cool if people want to start looking around, seeing if we have raid suggestions for later once we reach the 3-hour mark, you know, just putting that out there. Just putting that out there into the universe in case anyone wants to nibble on that. You two are like old friends. It's hard to believe you just met recently. That's the bond that Ponko is capable of, Phoenix. Hee hee, it's because Ponko is so friendly. Well, what should we investigate next? We need to go see Fulbright, right? Let's go find Detective Fulbright. We have things to ask him about and punch him about, apparently. Let's see. The security footage and the fingerprint data, was it? And probably the bullet. Or maybe we won't tell him about the bullet. Okay then, let's go back to Launchpad 1 corridor. Bye, Ponko. See you later. Mwah. Come again, Phoenix. Oh. And don't forget to visit the gift shop. All right, Ponko. You get a long kiss. Poor Ponko. What a Dickensian life we are all forced to lead. I don't want to leave, Ponko. I'm sorry, I have to go, Ponko. I have to go. I am so sorry, Ponko. Let's go through the boarding lounge just in case anything new happens. Nope, so we gotta then move into the Launchpad 1 corridor and find us some Fulbright. See, that robot there I'm not in love with. He's fine. I'm sure he has a great personality. December 19th, Cosmos Space Center, Launchpad 1 corridor. Oh, what should I do? Which path is the path of justice? He has so much internal conflict, but no inner monologue. There's Detective Fulbright. He still seems to be lost, even though it's a straight corridor. Well, let's hope he's still in a cooperative mood as well, then. If he doesn't cooperate, then I'll just have to use my powers on him. You mean that lady in distress bit? Which also, I just realized, we're well over the 2-hour mark. I don't think I have saved once tonight. It would be really bad if the game crashed, so we are going to save just in case. There we go. And we're gonna talk to some Fulbright. Let's read a little bit more in the chat as I open my new water, because thank you, Toilet Duck. I will, even though I just saved, I will listen to Toilet Duck. I will do whatever Toilet Duck tells me to do. Whatever Toilet Duck tells me to do. I have some water too. All right, and I'll read a few more comments in the chat. Let's see. Vera says he wasn't laughing. Saria says Logan followed iShow's. Logan following iShow Speed. I'm weak. So who is this? By the way you're talking about him, I assume it's a famous streamer. Maybe it's someone I'll recognize when I see iShow Speed. Is it iShow Speed or is House Speed? Or iShow's Peed? Oh, there's another poll. Who's your favorite character in this case? Part 2. Clay forgot about Ponko. Starbuck, Yuri Cosmos, Cool Jacket. Or Vero. Oh crap! I gotta choose between Ponko and Vero because Vero is my actual friend. I don't know if you can make me decide. That is unfair. Let's see. Magpie says the F. I thought I was already following too, laughing. Okay, that has happened to me. There have been like some channels that I am like almost 100% sure I followed. And then at some point I stopped receiving notifications. I went back and it like unfollowed me. So that may have happened. Either way, Magpie, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate that. Magpie says, I was like, quote, hey, why am I not getting noticed when Logan goes live anyway? Turns out that's why. Well, I hope whatever bug unfollowed you doesn't happen again, so you're able to get the notifications. Hang on 1 second. I gotta remember to breathe. I haven't been breathing this last while. There we go. Talking nonstop for 3 hours is exhausting. Quick says, lol, fair. Mickey said, I hope Logan doesn't mind us talking about characters suffering. I might share some infection AUs I like, if everyone wants. Chris says, I don't think he minds. I just enjoy seeing people be like passionate about the things that they are passionate about. Okay. Let's play some more here. We gotta wait, do we talk to him or do we present stuff? Oh, wait, let's try presenting the things right before talking to him. So last time when we presented, we got through the oxygen tank, but since then we've gotten all these other things. So let's present each of them. Okay, lost and found is what he says when he has nothing to say. Lost and found. Bullet. So for lost and found, okay, so I guess we have to actually ask about it. Lost and found, the last thing. Lost and found. Okay, so now we're actually gonna just talk to him. Talk to him about the bullet holes of the scene. We found a bullet hole in the wall at the crime scene. You did? Our team found that too! Oh, it was Detective Arm who fired that bullet. Detective Arm? That's right! A warning shot for the defendant! Was it really such a high threat situation that she needed to do that? Yeah, it's like he was probably unarmed unless he like pulled the bullet, or not bullet, the knife out of Clay. I'm afraid I don't know the details. What with Detective Arm gone and all. Oh, she's dead. You know, would it be convenient if Candace Arm ends up being the murderer? Because then we don't have to worry about any beloved characters becoming the murderer, because she's already dead. But I thought there were two people who discovered the crime scene together. We already know Director Cosmos will testify, so tomorrow will be about what he knows. And yeah, we still haven't seen the other two people in the photograph, though. The two women on the other side of him. Hey, you're pretty smart. That's exactly what we're planning to serve as the main course. I hope it goes down easy. Fingerprint data. See, now we're reciprocating. Here's some evidence for you, Fulbright. Detective, we'd like to run a comparison on some prints we found in the boarding lounge. Ah, yes, I just happen to have compiled the print data of everyone related to this case. I can always make another copy for myself, so it's all yours. Consider it a gift. This is quite a bit of data. Well, when I said everyone, I meant it. And when I said data, I meant it too. We have their fingerprints, including digital fingerprints. Oh, so much horror in their Google search histories. Prosecutor Blackwell said to dig deep, so that's what I did. Oh, it sure took a while, though. Whoa, he got Apollo's and my prints. He even got prints for all of the robots. No, not Ponko. I guess when Blackwell said to go to dig deep, Fulbright didn't bother to ask how deep. Ah, Clay's fingerprints are here too. I personally removed his glove during the investigation. We had to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity after all. Read a few more comments in the chat. I feel like okay, for those who played this game before, on like the scale of like 1 to 100 percentage wise, how far would we say we're into this investigation? We've got roughly 45 minutes before the 3-hour mark. Can we make it back to the trial, do you think? 1 second, hang on. Still getting that horrible thing where it feels like I'm gonna get the hiccups. Let's see, gotta read some more. Queen Katie said, poll maker, do you mean this case's actual characters or in general? That case, why no Fulbright? Oh, and the winner is Vero with 63% of the vote, with Queen Katie contributing 80 channel points, with Clay in second place with 26%. And Ponko still getting 2 votes. Ponko is wonderful. Let's see. Crystal says, no Fulbright. Why? Vera said he's not new to the case. That's why. Queen Katie said, fair. Have a nice day. Mimik said, what do you think about the Persona Infection AU idea, where the Persona users turn to their personas? Vera said, only this case. Chris said, my fave AU is My Little Worms, and friendship is magic AU. Exterminator says, be rough, be gentle. Ayo. Chris says, Mimiki Persona 3 main character Makoto, he gets the princess treatment in Sona universe. With
You're like 45% in?
Okay, so in that case, we are not getting to the trial tonight. I feel like that's safe to say, but that'll be the goal next time on Sunday's stream. We'll get through as far as we can into this investigation. I do think that Queen Katie was right, though, last time when she said that the trials are kind of the most fun part of this game. Well, thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vero, and for the information. Let's keep going here. I still can't believe you took off his glove to get his fingerprints. Yeah, well, you can't blame me for thinking they're important in this case. There are a lot of doors that require fingerprint verification in the lounge. So, depending on whose prints we find, it can completely change the tide for both sides. That makes sense. After all, the culprit's prints did get them past the fingerprint lock somehow. Oh, and take this picture. Might come in handy. This picture of me. It's a gym selfie with my shirt off. Isn't this just a photo of Launchpad 1 door? Yeah, don't we already have one of those in the court record? Yeah, we already got this. This is that. Oh, this is just describing it. So now we have an actual photo of it. Yup, but Prosecutor Blackwell seemed really interested in it for some reason. Is it because of the knob? Okay, well, whatever. Huh? Well, what's so important about this door? Beats me, but boy, you can see the gears in his head go into hyperdrive at it. Sounds like this is gonna be a major point of contention tomorrow. Hey, don't forget about the print comparison, boss. Right, Detective Fulbright, do you think you could run the test for us right now? Well, if he gave us all the data, we can just look at it, right? Oh, you just leave it to me! In justice we trust! He's the best, he's a pro. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we gotta guess who it's gonna be. The fact they went out of their way to say that he got fingerprints from Clay makes me think it's gonna be him. Although I think the more interesting thing would be for it to be Starbucks fingerprints, right? Oh, there we go. Well, it looks like it was Mr. Starbuck who opened that security door. He must have opened it when they went to board the rocket. His heart must have been full of hopes and dreams for his space adventure right then, yeah. And Clay Terran's heart was full of blood. Not anymore. Well, I mean, it is, but it's probably like all dried and coagulated. I don't know if you count that as blood. Launchpad 1 door lock updated in the court record. Well, okay. Nothing else to talk about? Can we present anything new to him? Because he already talked about the bullet. So, okay, well, let's try, I guess, leaving here. Where else are we gonna go? Let's just try the other rooms. Let's try the boarding lounge. Okay, nothing new here. Let's try the Space Museum again. Ponko should still be there. I love you, Ponko. I love you, Ponko. I'm so sorry I have to leave. Let's try the entrance. Maybe there's something new out here. No. Let's try the detention center. Nope. Okay, so there's something that we need to present to Fulbright then in the corridor. Although we already presented everything, but it probably wanted us to wait until after this. So we gotta go through and present everything again. This time we'll start at the end though. Present this. Something for lost and found, that means he has nothing to say. Lost and found, nothing to say. Lost and found, nothing to say. This door, lost and found, nothing to say. Pamphlet, lost and found, nothing to say. Oxygen tank, lost and found, nothing to say. Security camera footage. Detective, about the oh, that's right, we wanted to ask him if there was any additional footage after. Okay, I forgot about that. Oh, but I need to remember, we can look at our court record. There's a thing that says, like our side quest list. I forgot about that, probably said in there. Detective, about the security camera footage that was taken by the boarding lounge 1 camera. Oh, that footage? Go ahead and ask me anything you'd like about it. Is there any way I could see a little more of the part just after this? Easy as pie, I'd be glad to show you. Here we go. See, things work so much easier when like the, wow, huh? Screen went blank. Yes, apparently the after effects of the explosion damaged the wires. So there's no footage after this point, ha ha ha. Why didn't you just say so from the beginning? Because now we know that we could trust him. Like we would have thought like, I wonder if he's telling the truth. But security camera video updated in the court record. Something definitely seems to be up with you, detective. You're unusually cooperative. You are up to something. Something is up with you. Well, I just figure if we work together, we'll get that much closer to justice, right? I mean, that is the truth. Yes, that is, I mean, I know he's just saying his excuse because he started with, well, but yes, if we all just like share our evidence, then it gets easier to get to the truth. But it seems like something's really been bothering you. You don't have some ulterior motive, do you? What? I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do anything like that. Oh, Psyche Locks! Magatama time. Okay, I love that this game is remembering that all three of us have superpowers. It's been a while, but those are definitely Psyche Locks. Oh, did you just mouth psyched? Is there something I should be psyched about? I should be psyched about locks? Is that what you said? What? No. Psyche Lock. We're just explaining this. No, Fulbright. Psyche Lock, they're these magical locks that appear in front of you with chains, and I use this Magatama I got from a friend of mine who can be possessed by ghosts that make her boobs get really big, and then I'm just gonna unlock them from you. And it's a total invasion of your privacy. I'm changing your personality without your consent. So yeah, that's what this is. No, Psyche Lock. It's a system of locks on the secrets in a person's heart. I can see when people are trying to hide those secrets by using the power of this Magatama. He's like, oh, okay, great, good to know, makes sense. Presenting evidence can break those locks. All right, but they can also make us lose hit points if I remember correctly, so let's save before we do this. Save. I should also read some more in the chat. I'm sure I'm getting behind. Exterminator says, Logan in love. It's beautiful. I feel like it would be more beautiful if she was like, I was gonna say Ponko was real, but I'm gonna be honest. As much as I love Ponko, if she was a real life robot, I would not try to marry her. And in reality, I don't think human robot love can last. Mimiki says, Crystal, I don't get it. Vera says, no! Quickie to the keyboard slam says, sir! Sherry says, ayo, Quickie, I'm eating chips, not make me choke. What did I say? X-Ray says, Vero, you would dare to draw that. Oh, it's probably on the sex, the TTS sounding like that. Queen K said, don't make me choke, sir. Crystal says, Miyamiki, infect Persona 3 main character. Magpie says, okay, so draw Logan X Punko. Got it! As long as it's just X, not sex. Because it could be like sweet, it could be like hand holding. Vera said, I would, but Phoenix's hair is hard to draw. X-Ray says, draw Sonic the Hedgehog, easy peasy. Quick Kitty said, it's triangles. What's hard about that? Crystal says, and Yusuke too. Mimiki said, not sure what he meant by him getting the princess treatment. I think it just means that people go easy on him, like that nothing bad happens to him. I'm guessing. Vera said, I'm cursed with the inability to draw his spikes without them looking ridiculous. Said Starbuck won somehow. Queen Katie said, huh? Magpie says, lol. Queen Katie said, wait a second. What about Clay? Vera said, the scruffy hair is cute, to be honest. Crystal says, Mimo Miki in Persona 5 main character is a criminal. Persona 4 main character lives with low-key negligent Uncle Dad and a town with a serial killer. And the end, Persona 3 is just like, well, you were orphaned, but everybody just loves you. Vera said, he's just dead? Question mark. Queen Katie says, true. Crystal says, Persona 3 main character, just an orphan transferring. Everyone likes him. Has plenty of friends. Everyone's kind to him. So that's what we mean. Okay, I'll read two more comments here. Mimiki says, what does that have to do with them getting infected, being turned into their personas? It's just that he gets easy streets. I think she wants him to have bad things happen to him for a change. Vera said, wait, we're really past the 2 hours? Really? We are. In fact, we're almost to 2.5 hours. Crap, does that mean am I like 20 or 30 minutes behind in chat still? Chris says, wait, 2 hours already? Queen Katie says, time is spoopy. Oh, and Extemporaneous has a raid suggestion for later. Let me copy this down into my text file, if it'll let me. Hang on. Thank you very much, Extemporaneous, and we will get back to the game in just a second. Want to make sure that we have this set up. I appreciate that. So we'll be able to see that person a little bit later. Thank you very much, Extemporaneous. Okay, back to the game. Presenting evidence can break those locks and reveal any secrets they're hiding. Well, Mr. Wright, how much did they bilk you out for that piece of rock? Oh, and Mr. Wright, why are you doing this? Why'd you have to tell me? If I didn't know, I could just assume it was my choice to tell you things. Oh, this is a nightmare. If you've been swindled, I know some lawyers I can introduce you to. Aw, he doesn't know it's for realsies. Which is kind of lame because, like, on file, on the court, we know the ghost possessions are real. Like, why does... everyone should know this in this universe. I'm more than capable of representing myself, thank you very much. It isn't some kind of fraud. It really works. A friend, whom I will not mention by name, gave it to me a long time ago. But I guess seeing is believing. Allow me to show you! Well, here, let's see what presenting the Magatama R will reveal, shall we? Okay, so here's a good place to save then before we do this. All right. And we've got to have all of our evidence for it. A lot of the time in some of these other games, we'd have like multiple Magatamas. We've got to investigate more, but we've like investigated everywhere. Take that! Let's do this. Take that with Sam Riegel voice. Here, so just 2. This is easy. Why, you're being cooperative. I think you're hiding something, Detective, so why don't you just tell us about it? Oh, what to do? Which path is the path of justice? Detective Fulbright is really in agony. I bet this is the issue he's so torn up over. Oh, gee, is it life? Is it love? Live, love, justice! It did not seriously just ask me this, did it, huh?
PLS say love.
Okay, I'm gonna save, just in case we lose hit points, although I don't see the hit point meter. So, okay, Vera, thank you for the 10 bits. I was gonna say, you know, because the thing is, I will give in to peer pressure from you guys so easy. If you tell me to say love, I'm saying love. Is it love? I bet I know what's been bothering you. You're troubled by love. Whoa, what? How did you, what? Is that right? Is it actually love? How did you know? Oh, maybe he's in love with Lady Justice. I put my pet carp, Love, in with my goldfish, and the next thing I knew, no! Did he eat your goldfish? All the little goldfish were gone! Love had eaten them all! Oh, my poor little goldfishies! Oh, I loved you so! I guess love really can cause a lot of heartache, huh? Anyway, I bet this is the issue. Oh, achievement unlocked! The problem with love? That got me an achievement? Okay, so we didn't lose any hit points. Can we say life as well? I mean, there doesn't seem to be any negative consequence, so thank you, Vero, for letting me know about that. You helped me get an achievement. Okay, so let's try life. I bet I know why you're troubled. You're exhausted by the roller coaster known as life. Oh, that's exactly right!
TTS Love has a full belly if it ate the fishies.
That is true, and I mean, but I feel like, I don't know what carp are like, but aren't goldfish the type that if you feed them, they'll just like grow bigger and bigger and bigger? So I feel like it'll just get an even bigger stomach for the next time. If it's like goldfish, I don't know what carp are like, but thank you very much to the TTS. Okay, so I'm guessing he said that was right and saying this is right because he doesn't want us to know it's about justice. But let's find out what he says about life here. That's exactly right. I'm troubled by life in general. I've been thinking about quitting the force and going into space. Yup, you hit it right on the head. Ha ha ha. Fulbright, you're lying to us. Lying is not justice. More like I hit my thumb on that one. All right, let's try this again. I bet this is the issue, justice. I really understand what's been bothering you, Detective. I truly do. Something happened that goes against your principles, isn't that right? I don't know what you're talking about. Until the explosions occurred, everything was just fine. Is that a fact? Yup. Oh, peaceful as peaceful can be. Everyone is whistling a happy tune as they did their job. I can't whistle, but she was a happy tune. And chat, that was just a character choice. Don't worry, I can whistle. Like that, see? All right. You never saw a more relaxed guard detail for a routine rocket launch. I don't think the guard detail was as relaxed as you claim, as long as this oh crap, evidence? What shows a relaxed guard detail? Okay. So this is before the explosion, he said. So that just shows the picture. Cross-section of the place. No, the bloody knife is after. The explosion is after. Evacuation report. Police officers and riot police gave evacuation instructions immediately. Oh, so maybe the fact that it's riot police, so we can try that. There was a power outage. Okay, so we'll bookmark this one. That might be it. Is it? Okay, 2 pages. Only the prints of director Cosmo, Starbuck, and Terran are authorized. Equipped with power backup, print recognition attempts are recorded via security camera. Starbuck's prints were found on the scanner screen after the incident. And that's just the picture. Video ends immediately after the scene. This is the oxygen tank, 80% was remaining. The system on the astronaut's left shoulder shows the oxygen remaining. After the incident, victim's tank is ruptured, remaining oxygen was 0%. The tank belonged to Starbuck, who claims to have carried the victim. It was 80% full. Also, how come that shrapnel we found on the ceiling wasn't added to our court record? 3 pages. Okay, this is just a map. This is also a map. Full-size replica of Hat 1 and important items related to space exploration and the Hat 1 expedition are on display. The Space Museum is open to the public every day of the year from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So that'll probably be important sometime, maybe with the time of death. Door to the east, it can only be operated by the director. Backup power lets function even if the power goes out. Discovered in the gutter that runs along the south wall. Guarded lounge from a .1 caliber handgun. I mean, that might be, but that was fired afterward, we said, because it was by Candace Arm. Single bullet hole was found in the boarding lounge. Bullet itself is missing. Oh, crap. Do you think he lost the asteroid chunks? Was Fulbright a little Mr. Butterfingers and lost the asteroid pieces? I'm gonna guess this is why the guard detail wasn't relaxed. So it wasn't the riot gear. That's just a result of this. We're gonna save. We're gonna scum our saves like crazy for this. But I'm gonna say it's the asteroid samples. That and present.
Take that!
There must be something wrong with my sunglasses today. Oh, you aren't presenting that to me as evidence, are you? Is he making fun of me? It's just as I said. Until the explosion occurred, everything was just fine. I don't think the guard detail was relaxed. Okay, so we have no downside to this. They're playing easy mode. So in that case, evacuation report, the fact that it says riot gear.
Take that!
Oh, it's that. So my first guess was right. Before the explosions, what was supposed to happen here was a rocket launch. And yet, security was so tight they even brought in a special task force. I'd hardly describe that as a relaxed guard detail. Now, hold on just one moment. The next one, maybe it'll be the asteroid chunks or something. The entire nation had their eyes on this extremely important rocket launch. That's why I was called in on a special security detail. As versatile as you are, I can certainly believe that's true, but I say it's very strange that this person would be part of the detail from the outset. Wait, person! Save. Oh, it's gonna be Candace Arm. That's right, because she's like a bomb specialist, right? Wasn't that her whole thing? A detective who specialized bomb case, so maybe there's a bomb threat beforehand, was on detail at the Space Center, one of the first to find the body, so it's gonna be her.
Take that!
Detective Arm specialized in bomb cases. The fact she was here on hand means you people knew there was the possibility of a bombing, that a bombing would occur. Oh, you got me, Mr. Right! Yay. Unlock successful. Oh. So we can save again now that we got through that. And hey, yeah, so that was, I guess, our tutorial Magatama, because there was no hit points at risk there. And see, Crystal says to me, Mickey, since he basically have a better life than anyone, infect him first. Little heart emote. Exterminator says, Logan ASMR stream when? Logan ASMR stream when? Crystal says, I want my favorite character to suffer. Mickey said, I think we can talk about this in DMs because the stream will end in an hour. But yeah, what should the stages of the transformation be? Okay, the keyboard slam. Logan, what did I say? I'm sure I said something wrong. Says, sir, save the game. Oh, it's because I had gone 2 hours without saving. Extemporates with another rate suggestion. Hang on, let me copy this down into my text file as well. Thank you for this one as well, extemporaneous. Let me get this down over here so we can have both of these ready. And Vero says, I'm in the shadows. That's very ominous as well, Vero. Let's see, Eglin doing follow age. Crystal saying, Mickey, oh, the first stage is them glitching. Like one part is starting to look different, but not noticeable. Oh, so it's kind of like in Amazing Digital Circus, wasn't that the thing?
GTS,
What?
we want the ASMR full of hubbub, and wah wah wah. And WTIWGSJSG Logan R8 heart.
Okay. So the ASMR needs to be hubbub, 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 whoop-a-pa. WTIWGSJSG Logan R8 heart. Can you guys actually hear that if I'm whispering that quietly? I don't know if you can actually hear that. Okay. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, like glitching, like one part is starting to look different, not noticeable. Second, is them acting like their own persona. Third is their body becoming the persona. Last is, of course, the persona themselves. I think it should be like maybe a mutated, distorted version of the persona or something for the final phase. I don't know. I'm spitballing. You guys do what you want. Eglin said closer and closer to 2 years. Let's see, your follow age is 1 year, 11 months, 26 days, so you're only a few days away from 2 years. Be like a 2-year friend anniversary. Me and Mickey doing the follow age, 2 years, 8 months, and 5 days. Crystal doing it 8 months and 20. Well, but Crystal, this is because it was a new account. You were here longer. Oh, and Vero, the 2 hour, 14 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, so I am about a half hour behind still. Wow. Me and Mickey says, ooh, I think that they should be gory, though. Crystal says, oh, wow, I've known Logan for a year. Well, I mean, I think it's been, I don't know, it's been a long time. I feel like, something like that. Eglin said, so like the 15/16th is my 2 year, whichever one it wants to count. Magpie says, Carissa has a special emote for presenting evidence. Oh, that's really cool. It's like the attorney's badge. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. Crystal says, I present my attorney's badge, Magpie. Crystal says, we'll make it more gory. Make the body slowly bleed as they turn to personas. Vera said, thank you for the vote of confidence, y'all. Miyamiki said, maybe it would depend on their persona. Of course, the pro tags aren't the only ones to be infected, just the first ones. Magpie says, when Blackwell told him to dig deep, he meant 6 feet under to put Fulbright out of Simon's misery. It amazes me that anyone could not get along with this guy. He's wonderful. But that's just Blackwell for you, I guess. He's an edgelord. Quick Katie said, I'm over halfway into the page for this part of the guide. So over halfway, so we will hopefully next time get to the trial. Crystal says, oh yes, maybe like Rise, she can detect persona right, make her eyes and ears transform first. Mimika said, yes. Quick Katie said, oh yeah, for sure, we're not doing the trial today. Mimika said, Makoto's transformation is going to be pretty. Ryuji's not so either. Crystal says, love them so much, I want them to suffer. Why is that so common with fandoms these days? I mean, I've seen that before where it's like, these are my OCs, aren't they great? I'm going to make them suffer now. Read 2 more comments, we'll get back in, or 3 more comments, we'll get back in the game. Mimika says, I do too, then being gruesomely turned to the personas is fun to talk about. Queen Katie said, I do have a guide, just in case. I appreciate you having my back. Crystal says, agreed. Also, make Yosuke die first mysteriously. Poor Yosuke. Okay, as long as Chie survives, that's all. Chie is the only one who matters to me. Okay, what you can't say, Fulbright. And he'll tell us now because we broke his psyche locks. I love how his mouth is animated. All right, I concede, you win. It's just as you say. A few days before the launch, they were warned about a potential bombing. But the plan to launch went ahead in spite of the threat. But why? What were they planning to do if someone got hurt or killed? Well, this. Apparently. Since someone did get killed, they were just planning to do this. Yeah, I know. The decision to move forward wasn't exactly just, was it? How was the warning delivered? By phone and directly to Director Cosmos. Oh, but the police department instructed everybody to keep it under wraps. That's a big thing to keep quiet about. No wonder you were so upset. But it's not only that. I've been distraught about Prosecutor Blackwell as well. Prosecutor Blackwell, is he starting to notice that everyone he is as accusing and prosecuting is a word, I guess, it turns out to be innocent? Well, as his handler, I'm sure you have a lot of difficulties. That's not it. It's a question of justice. Oh, or maybe it'll be really interesting if he's starting to wonder if Blackwell is actually guilty. And maybe he's starting to think that he's falsely accused and shouldn't be on death row. I've been wondering about why he's allowed to stand in court. You weren't wondering that from day one? That was my first question, bro. The reason he's still prosecuting? Detective Fulbright, please tell us everything you know. Prosecutor Blackwell. We're just gonna save again because I am trying to be better about remembering these things. Let's see. Queen Katie said, the problem with the oxygen tank is the oxygen tank. Funny that. Miyuki said, I'm gonna mute the stream for a bit, but I'll still be here. I'm glad that you'll be lurking, Miyuki. Crystal laughing emos Queen Katie. Queen Katie says, still my favorite clip, lol. Miyuki says, yeah, it totally wasn't because someone didn't want him to suffer or something. Someone trying to stop him from being turned into his persona. Crystal with some emos to go Miyuki. Queen Katie says, only took us an entire game to break some locks. Holy heck. Crystal says, definitely not. Queen Katie said, Phoenix to Fulbright. So, you see, me and my other attorneys are monkeys with powers. Sorry, this is Phoenix. Apollo is see no evil. Oh, yeah, see no evil, hear no evil. Bet you're wondering what mine is. Mimiki said, definitely not his partner, killing him so he wouldn't suffer the same fate as everyone else. Or I could have him surviving the killing and get infected anyway. Chris says, Persona 4 main character is Mercy killing Yosuke, but it was too late. Queen Katie said, also, FYI, Logan, after the Psyche Lock, there's 4 more paragraphs on the guide for the page of investigation, so we're getting there. Chris says, 2 hour, 28 minutes. Oh, so now I'm only 15 minutes behind. I am catching up. I'm slowly catching up. Okay, back in the game, though. Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, talking to you folks about it would definitely be breaking the rules. Never mind that. What are rules but things to be broken, right? I mean, maybe don't say that to a police officer. But I mean, what we should say is like, no, you're our friend. Even if it's against the rules, we want to help you as a friend. Well, to tell you the truth, having a prisoner act as a prosecutor is highly irregular. I know they never let Manfred von Karma do this, right? I think we guessed that much. So why is it being allowed? I've been wondering and wondering about it. So, you weren't told why either, huh? No, I guess the order came from pretty high up the ladder, or was it a step ladder? Let me guess, this will be part of the Dark Age of Law or something. Yeah, it would had to. It better not be Judge Udgy. I mean, it should be someone higher than Judge Udgy, right? But Prosecutor Blackwell told me once. Quote, the hunt I've been on for the phantom of 7 years past continues even still. So he's probably trying to find the real killer of whatever crime he was convicted of, I guess. 7 years past? A phantom, huh? A phantom. Why is everything always 7 years ago? This rocket launch was 7 years ago. Blackwell was falsely convicted 7 years ago. Phoenix lost his license 7 years ago. DL6 was probably more than that. Haunted for 7 years. This phantom of 7 years, oh crap, is this gonna be the new Dark Age of Law? Now we just hear this over and over again. This phantom of 7 years past. Any idea who or what he was talking about? Not a clue. But he seems to think that this phantom is behind the whole incident somehow. Wait a minute! He thinks they may be connected to this case? Yup! This case has way too many similarities to what happened 7 years ago. For starters, that case happened right here at this very Space Center too. Hey, was Athena here back then too? Oh, maybe that's when Athena met Punko. Maybe their relationship is longer than Athena was letting on. Let me read a few more comments in the chat. Mimiki said, yeah, maybe try to mercy kill Yosuke. He actually gets infected instead. Crystal says, yes. Queen Katie says, yeah. Literally, the judge studied ghosts for the Trials and Tribulations finale case. Queen Katie said, we did save. Ooh, woo. Vera says, yikes. Everybody says, ooh, woo, ooh, woo. Magpie says, life, love, justice. It's the sign written in faux calligraphy that Fulbright hangs over the coffee nook in his kitchen. I love it. I love it. That also needs to be the name of his biography. Live, love, justice. Or I guess it should be Injustice We Trust, maybe. Either way, maybe he writes multiple books. Maybe Injustice We Trust is his biography, and Life, Love, Justice is like his book of inspirational thoughts and philosophies. Exterminator says, live, laugh, justice. Magpie says, contemporaneous, same brain cell laughing. Crystal says, oh, that was read by TTS. Mimiki said, you're welcome, Logan, lol. I was so hyped for that achievement, hee hee. Mimiki says, there are more ideas I have, but they include spoilers for P3, so we'll have to talk about it in DMs. Okay, thank you for not doing the spoilers in here. I do appreciate it. I'm still probably only like a quarter of the way into that game. I'm glad the bad guys have shown up now. Vera said, yup, Katie told me. Well, I appreciate the both of yas. Crystal said, Mimiki, sure. Mimiki said, what's your Discord username again? Crystal said, oh, I'm not gonna say it out loud in case anybody watches the VOD on YouTube. I'm not gonna dox your Discord, Crystal. Oh, there's some quotes. There's some quotes I'll check, or not quotes, clips. I'll check out the clips in a minute. Let's actually play a little more here. I need to remember to breathe. Hang on one second. There we go. For starters, that case happened right here at this very Space Center too. And in both incidents, a threat was issued via telephone. So that's why Prosecutor Blackwell thinks this incident is the work of the Phantom. Well, then why is he prosecuting Starbuck? He's got to know Starbuck wasn't the Phantom of 7 years ago. I guess, well, maybe. I guess he was an adult then. I don't know. Well, that's not the entire reason. I mean, if you want to talk about 7 years ago, oh, that's when Prosecutor Blackwell, what? AMC, raided with a party of 2. Thank you for the raid, AMC. Vera, can you do a shout out for AMC? AMC, what were you streaming? I feel so bad that like Vera's only been a mod for a couple weeks. I'm already relying on like, Vera, do a shout out, Vera. But thank you, Vera, you're awesome. AMC, how's your stream? Oh, looks like you're playing Genshin.
So,
let's see this here.
You pick, why don't you please pick the next person.
There are so many waifus. How many do you have?
Yeah, that one's delayed, and you get 2.
What is the name of that sound effect? I hear that in anime sometimes.
I said web. Amazing web. Are you about to see me on? Have you been?
Wow.
Or, no.
Maybe we should add that as a sound alert here.
I heard we.
So there we go, AMC. I hope your stream went well. Hang on, let me scroll down to where the raid was. I'm currently still about like 15 or 20 minutes behind. Let me scroll down the raid so I can see stuff. Queen Katie says, hey Raiders! Extemporaneous with an emote. Queen Katie says, AMC, you see! Vera says, I'm awesome. Extemporaneous says, confirmed. Vera says, it's from Fairy Tail. Well, I think it's in a lot of anime. I've seen a lot of anime when you know, I'm not gonna say because like sometimes it's lewd things that happen when you hear that sound, but is Fairy Tail where it first came from? AMC says, Wee-wo. Is that the name of that sound effect? If so, I'm gonna write that down just in case. Because Wee-wo. Because it's probably hard to Google that one wow sound in anime. Then again, maybe people know what it is. I don't know. Quickity said, so many waifus, yeah, and some are guys. There are waifus and gaifus. You can have a waifu or you can have a gaifu. That's what they should have called them instead of husbandos. I mean, husbando makes sense because of waifu, husbando. They should have been gaifus. Why were they not called gaifus? Waifus and gaifus. Let's see, Vera said, it's all I know. Exterminator says, ooh, ooh. Crystal says, Raiders, hello. AMC says, sorry, I was struggling. No, it's all good. AMC, how'd your stream go tonight? Was it a good stream? We're just talking to Detective Fulbright here. And then we'll check out a couple of clips that people clipped here. But first, this. Yeah, so 7 years ago, that's when Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty of murder. So again, it's going to be trying to find the real killer who either framed or just did the killing that he was convicted of. That messy case is what started the whole dark age of the law. Really? Really? Because I feel like this has always been a nightmare dystopia. I mean, Manfred von Karma was forging evidence long before that. And so does that mean that Phoenix's whole like jurist system he tried to do that nothing ever came from? They did a test trial and they're like, no, this is too good. This is too just. But then again, Phoenix also kind of screwed the pooch on that by putting La Miroir on the jury for a case that she had bias in favor of. It's amazing after that. I mean, he was already disbarred. He did that and they still gave him his license back. Not cool. Anyway, I need to breathe. You know what? Actually, because I need to breathe, this is a good opportunity to check out these clips. We will continue here in a second, but we got 2 clips here. We got a clip from Vero. Let me copy this over into the clip viewer so we can watch this all together on stream. This clip from Vero is titled, Fulbright Can't Whistle. Okay, I know what that's gonna be. Let's watch this. Yup. Oh, peaceful as peaceful can be. Everyone is whistling a happy tune as they did their job. I can't whistle, but she was a happy tune. Yup. Oh, peaceful as I love how it cuts off right there. I love that this will show up. People will think that I genuinely can't whistle. Queen Katie said, dang it, puzzle. Oh, so Queen Katie, is your clip the same thing? Oh, it's called Fulbright's Happy Tunes. Let's check and see if this is the same thing then. I assume it was. Let's check this out. Until the explosions occurred, everything was just fine. Is that a fact? Yup. Oh, peaceful as peaceful can be. Everyone is whistling a happy tune as they did their job. I can't whistle, but she was a happy tune. And chat, that was just a character choice. Don't worry, I can whistle. Yay, that one vindicated me. Thank you both for the clips. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see. Vera says, I beat you to it. Mimik is saying okay to Crystal. Quick Katie said, great mind thinks alike. Quick Katie said, also, dang it, I wish I clicked the love moment. Wait, what was the love moment? I don't even remember what I did. Vera said, same. I was laughing too much. What was the love moment? Quick Katie said, I'll definitely do that post-stream tomorrow or something. If you do, post on Discord, because I don't remember what the moment was. Quick Katie said, don't worry, I do plan on highlighting all the Dual Destinies hubbub things. Vera said, we can hear it. Crystal says, yes, we hear it all right. Well, in that case, I am so sorry for you that your ears were subject to that a minute ago. All right, let's play a little bit more, and then I'll read some more in the chat. Crap, we're like 5 minutes away from the 3-hour mark. So we're gonna have to find like a good pausing moment soon, a good cliffhanger to leave this on eventually. That messy case is what started the whole dark age of the law. So you see how this Phantom and Prosecutor Blackwell's conviction might be related.
TTS love moment is Fulbright's fishes getting eaten.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. Fulbright's fish is getting eaten. Thank you. I forgot his name was Love from the Life, Love, Justice. That bit. Thank you so much for the clarification. That makes so. I don't know why, but like whenever I do these streams, I'm always just so much in the present moment of whatever I'm doing that like 5 minutes later, I can't remember anything I just did, as you probably noticed by my painfully short memory span in these streams. But thank you very much for the TTS. Yeah, I can see why he'd think that. This incident and the Phantom, not to mention Blackwell's past. It's almost inconceivable that they would come to a head here. This might sound crazy, but here's my number. Call me maybe. Prosecutor Blackwell can't possibly believe Mr. Starbuck is this Phantom person, right? I mean, he was acting kind of strange during the last trial and all. Yeah, he was like on our side. It was as if he was actually trying to find the truth for a change. The prosecution appears to be ready as well. Silence. Oh, that's right. He even did his own opening statement. He broke his chains first thing. Not yet. I'm not quite ready yet. Gra. Ah! No, I doubt he thinks Mr. Starbuck is his Phantom, but I do get the feeling that he thinks the defendant has ties to them. Which is why he's acting so impatient. He's got a personal grudge against Mr. Starbuck. And that's not real justice. Oh. Poor Fulbright. I've always trusted in Prosecutor Blackwell's judgment until now. Even though he's a convicted murderer? But we think he was falsely convicted. Okay, but this time, I'm just so overwrought about it all. If he's lost his ability to think rationally, I'm afraid it might lead to a false conviction and false execution. Just putting that out there. Someone will die because of your actions. An innocent person, somebody will die because of your actions, Fulbright. Let me read a few more comments in the chat. Queen Katie said, thankfully, the best part of doing the highlights of the part I only have to hunt in the trial VODs. Which reminds me, I do need to update the YouTube VOD archive. I'll try to do that this week, put the last month's worth of videos up there. Meanwhile, Mickey said, wait for the infected who might suffer the least in terms of the transformation. Maybe ones like Yukari, Chie, and On won't suffer as much because the persona now human enough. I just say Chie doesn't get infected. That's my vote. Crystal says to me, Mickey, they will have the least painful transformation, but make them suffer. Bottle up their emotions and keep their infection secret until they fully turn into their personas. Am I the only one that if I have a character like, so Chie is my favorite persona character? Am I the only one that if I see my favorite, I don't want her to suffer? X-Ray says, what is Fulbright's hairstyle called? It's something, it's so different than what I thought when we saw it at angles because it goes out like it spikes. At first with it like that, I'm sure there's a name for it. I've seen that before, but with the two spikes, I'm not sure what to call it. Crystal says, hey, Logan, look at my OC. His limbs are broken and will be amputated. No, Crystal, why? Mimika said, yes, I'm loving this. Make them suffer emotionally. What if, though, the infected are drawn to those they're familiar with? What if On hurt Shio by accident? Crystal with the emotes and Eglin with a hydrate command. I'm assuming it's sip and stretch. Thank you, Eglin, amid all this suffering talk. And the biggest stretch I need to do is around side to side, because as I've said before, my chair is currently broken and I can't sit upright in it, so I need to lean forward. Oh, did you guys hear that pop? Oh, couldn't get a pop in the other direction. Crystal says, On felt guilty and angry at herself and her persona started to act up, thus infected. Mimiki said, what if as Kanji and Naoto get infected, they try and stay together. Oh, that'd be sweet. Actually, Eglin said, we're not doing the ooh thing again. No, sorry. Queen Katie said, my fault, my bad. Moonlight, how you doing? Says hi, Logan. Hour mark 2:29, only 10 minutes behind. And there's where the raid happened, and we're actually 30 seconds away from the 3-hour mark, so we'll need to find a pausing moment soon. But I just need to get more caught up. But how you doing, Moonlight? Okay, let's see. Vera said, all I know. Wait, no, I read that. See, Crystal says, Kazuha is my gaifu for real? Can that please be a thing? A gaifu? Somebody else has to have thought of that before, right? It seems like such an organic extension of waifu, right? AMC says, still scuff with the ISP, boo. I'm sorry. Did you have to cut the stream short because of that? Hang on, I gotta like do this breathing thing again. Apparently breathing is important. Moonlight says, gaifu is more fun to say. It is, isn't it? AMC says, but all good. Vera said, add quote, you can have a waifu or a gaifu. We should call them gaifus instead of husbandos. Thank you. So that's gonna show evidence that if nobody else came up with that before me, that puts a timestamp on it. Queen Katie said, Juris 2 OP, please nerf. Vera said, didn't Phoenix lose his badge 7 years ago? He did, but then he apparently just gained it back. They're like, oh yeah, you did a horrible thing. Well, not only did he gain it back, but he got disbarred in disgrace and like, hey, why don't you oversee this complete overhaul of our justice system, and then gave him his badge back. It's so messed up. Diddy said, Logan, how you doing? I'm doing all right. How you doing, Diddy? Welcome. Wait, no, you were here before, weren't you? I could have sworn I saw you at the beginning of the stream. Quick Kitty said, hey, mine is longer. Puzzles, got you. Crystal quote number 75, me? I never get stiff. Persona 3 reload, April 10th, 2024. Crystal laughing. Vera said, just wanted to show him as someone who can't whistle. Queen Kitty said, love moment, Fulbright's carp. See, and Queen Katie said, and yet Logan plays a game like Ace Attorney. Vera said, be nice to Fulbright, he's trying. D said, Chie said hi Chie, I miss her. AMC says, is it a mullet? Well, I feel like mullet is, it's gotta be like short on the side. It's like, what do they say? Like it's like big on the top, short on the side, and then long in the back. I mean, it almost looks like it because it's like well kept up top, but I don't know. I am not sure. Hang on, okay, oh wow, I'm only 5 comments away from catching up to chat. I will do this. Mimiki said, also, Logan, more of the person infected AU can be shared in the server. Me and Crystal are talking about it in DMs. Well, obviously just spoiler text, mark spoilers, anything that's spoilery. AMC says, I've heard of people say gaifu before. Darn it, I thought I came with something new. But like I said, it's such an organic kind of extension of it, so I shouldn't be surprised. People said, okay, I was just able to get back. What did I miss? Oh, same screen, almost nothing. No, you missed a roller coaster of emotion, Beowulf. Beowulf, I fell in love. I fell head over heels in love with a character. I don't think she's in our court record though, but she is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Diddy said, I am good. Exterminator says, past 3. Dun dun dun. Moonlight says, I'm okay. Work actually cheered me up. Oh, that's good if work does that. Crystal says, meow. Magpie says his hairstyle is gel. Lots of gel. I see him as a gentleman's pomade sort of a person, but I guess I could qualify as a gel. Chris says, real laughing, she is Punko. And Diddy says, injustice we trust. There we go, 3 hours, 2 minutes, 47 seconds. I got up to chat for the first time of the night. Let's also save here. Save. Where we're at. I need to catch my breath after that. Because we will be winding down pretty soon. And we do have a couple of raid suggestions. Let me see if either of them are still live. Oh, the first one is not live. Oh, but it was a VTuber, the really cute design of the VTuber. Aw, that's sad if that and is the other one live? Maybe? Wait, Raymond Chris is not live either. Both of them are no longer live. Well, darn it. Well, we can pick one of our friends, someone who we've raided before, I suppose. Quiche is live, who is currently playing Stardew Valley. Some of you guys like that, apparently, as I understand it. Oh, and has a mustache that she's wearing right now. So yeah, she's a friend of our community. So we will do that because all of our raid suggestions are sadly offline at this point. So we'll go ahead and do that. Vera says, woohoo! Queen Katie said, thank you for the chill stream. Thank you all for the fun stream. I have so much fun hanging out with you guys. Like, you don't realize how much it brightens my day to hang out with you guys, especially the past few weeks have been so super stressful between picking up extra shifts at work and some of the family stuff that I mentioned very briefly on Discord. We had a loss in our family. And so, like, you have no idea how much it means to me that you guys be here and hang out with me. I do sincerely love and appreciate you all. So for anyone who's lurking, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, alternating between this and Persona 3 Reload. So tomorrow's Persona, then Sunday we're going to pick up from where we're leaving off here in Ace Attorney. So come and check it out. Let's see, Unveer did the raid command and the schedule command, so you can check those out there. And see, have we done the link tree yet? There we go. Vera also did the link tree, so you can check that out. There's a Discord invite link, links to my TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, all that fun stuff. So check it out. Crystal says, Stardew! Queen Katie says, see you next time. Chris says, see y'all tomorrow. Magpie says, good night, Logan. Vera says, see you guys next time. Somebody says, the Loganiest of Logan. Yes, thank you all for being here. We'll see you next time. Good night, all. Thank you all for being here. And Carisarel, if you can somehow hear this, thank you for the raid. AMC, thank you for the raid as well. Again, I love and appreciate you all. It is the highlight of my day to be able to hang out with you guys and play games with you. So thank you so much for brightening my day. Have an awesome rest of your night. Have an awesome, first part of a Friday, and then have an awesome rest of Friday with us in the evening. Love and appreciate you all. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. Oh, Crystal with the emos. Moonlight says, later, y'all. Be able to see you, Logan. See you. Bye. 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 And for those watching the VOD, good night as well.